Alright, boys. We want to talk about then after the game. We want to talk about.
As soon as you start this fucking post-game chat, just go to sleep, everyone.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what's fucking happening now. Go to sleep. Go fucking fuck off. I guess we won't do this stream.
Fucking. I think like the part of the game tonight that fucking got me was the fucking Scalies 220s in a row.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Like,
That was bullshit, man.
Threw me.
What? I mean, he got 4 4s in a row, right? Or like 3 4s in a
It was
row.
3 in a row.
Three
3 4s in a
fours,
row.
Yeah.
And then he got 220s in a row. Like, man.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck was he trying to do? Just fight everyone right there.
I have
I
no
call
clue.
hacks. I call hacks.
That's why I did the meme shit of being like, party, why can't you just be normal Scaly, just screaming?
He's definitely one of our more chaotic characters, for sure.
Well, he's a lizard folk, so I expect it.
Right, yeah. He's not used to social norms.
Social norms of humanity.
Curled up and fucking cried about a sandcastle.
Then he broke his fucking back.
Yeah.
We
Not
just
in
like
that way.
left him there to suffer for a bit.
Not what Zach did.
Oh god.
So most likely Zahiri's not going to be coming out of her bungalow on next day.
You won't see her for the rest of the trip.
Oh. So me and Tailgate were talking about this last night. But they're coming out with a another Transformers movie, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rise of the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out around after Bumblebee. So hopefully it's good, but who knows? I think Scourge is supposed to. Well, I don't know if you know anything about Transformers
A
or
little
anything,
bit.
but yeah. Well, but Scourge is supposed to be the new one. I think the main villain or some shit. So it's the old G1 character. Hopefully, don't fuck him up. Have you all seen the Squid Games show that's out on Netflix?
Yeah, watched the entire thing Thursday night and barely got any sleep to work for Friday.
That's pretty
was,
good.
like,
I
falling
liked
asleep.
it. I originally started watching it in English, and then someone told me that like the English fucks up a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I started watching it in Japanese, and it's a bit weird, but I'm starting to get used to it.
Japanese or Korean?
Korean.
There you go.
That's what I meant. Did I say
Yeah, I feel
Japanese?
like with like
Yeah.
with those kind of like types of shows, you should just watch it in like the native language because it seems more better, and the subtitles, the dialogue they use seems more fitting than what they use for like when they translate it to like English and like an American saying it.
So I don't know if this is just because of the times they were in, or because most of them were made by Italian companies. But most spaghetti westerns, i.e., your $1 Million Baby, Fistful of Dollars, that kind of, those kind of things.
The Good, Bad, and the
a lot-
Ugly.
Yeah, a lot of those were made by Italian companies, and if you look at a lot of the lip syncing for it, it's off.
Yeah.
Minus maybe Clint Eastwood is maybe a bit off, but his is pretty good. But like all like the Hispanic characters, which were actually played by Italians, their lip
I love the
syncing is
description
off.
you have for like the podcast.
Oh, that's just my general description. It's just to forewarn people that I don't give a fuck.
Then why do you censor all the time when we're doing like the fucking shit for the D&D sessions?
Okay, I don't want to get completely banned off of YouTube yet. That I'm not really one to fuck up, but at the same time, I just what I say is different.
Yeah, like
I can say some fucked up shit. It's just I don't want to get banned for like, oh, sexual content. Yet, fucking
Even though there's nothing going on screen, it's just descriptions.
descriptions.
Yeah, we could say what we did. We just can't be saying, oh yeah.
But yet
I
there's
did-
like videos out there like reading pages from fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fucking cryotic one from a long time ago.
Long ass time ago, and
I really want. So they did like a, the dude who plays what's his name? The parrot from fucking Aladdin. The dude with that really like
Gilbert
loud.
Godfrey.
yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey. They did like a video of him reading some of 50 Shades of Grey.
It's fucking hilarious.
But I would want a whole narration. I would listen to the book. I never read it. I don't want to touch it. But if he actually came out and read the book, I'd read it just to hear Gilbert Godfrey say all that shit.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
I remember like and this actually reminds me in high school. We were talking about like what would be like little things you would bring out there, and someone brought out like the audiobook thing, but you could select who's reading it to you. Like you have Morgan Freeman, Michael Jackson, like Hitler, whatever. Just be like these people are gonna be who are reading it to you, and then like every week they add like new voices.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, Scaly's back. He's awake.
Scaly!
Scaly!
Dude, what happened?
You good?
I was kind of bored.
Yeah. So you missed
You're
Scaly's
seeing-
action, dude. You missed your. Yeah, you
Hey,
just
you got
seen.
some.
Yeah, so we just rolled for you.
Fuck.
Yeah, you didn't do too good, bud.
Yeah, Falnier got 2 halflings, while Alcora guy was just a fucking kiss in the cheek.
Yep.
Yeah, he got
Start
fucking
singing Green Day.
21 guns. Fuck.
21
21 guns.
Revenge of the Fallens.
I'm so lonely, so lonely.
Lonely.
That-
I'm Mr. Lonely.
Have you guys
Okay,
seen?
flash away.
Have you guys seen Team America?
No.
The puppet movie?
Yeah, that movie.
America! Fuck
Fuck
yeah!
Yeah, that's the one that I'm saying now.
Save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Have any of you guys like seen like the it's like Ninja Assassin movie where like that's literally like the name of it? It looks like a bloody
Yes,
samurai.
yes,
like,
yeah. I love
Yeah,
that
yeah,
movie.
Someone
watched-
did they used the Team America theme song when like the police like showed up into their compound and were
Oh,
just like obviously just
Interpol.
shooting the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, Interpol shows up and just doesn't fuck around.
Mm.
I heard Interpol doesn't fuck around. I heard they're pretty fucking like strict and mean and shit.
They're fucking Interpol. They're basically like they are international police, so their jurisdiction's everywhere, and they're like the CIA almost. The closest thing that Europe has to the CIA is like MI6.
Right. Dude, speaking of MI6, I forget where it was at. I think it was like in Boca. They have this McDonald's had a spy museum inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
and like the whole McDonald's was like spy themed. They had posters of like James Bond, MI6. They actually had like real like spy gadgets they used in the World Wars, and it was fucking crazy. Like they had like phone shoes and shit. Like,
That's cool.
how cool would it have been to actually like been a spy back then? I mean, the death rate was probably pretty high, but
Depending.
yeah, if you were caught, if you were a horrible ass spy.
Yeah. Part of the thing is like you got to be able to speak the fucking language of the place you're going into, and look the part.
Mhm.
So
Didn't they actually make like a comedy movie about that? Like Spies? Like they had Dwayne Johnson. Like he was supposed to be like the it guy,
Get Smart.
but he's not the main character.
Get Smart.
Ah, yeah.
It was a reboot of the old like I want to say 70s or 80s TV show called Get Smart, and it was more of a comedy than it was a serious action.
I was
flick.
like, what the fuck? When I saw they had the Great Khali in there, like he was supposed to be like one of the big heavy boss guy or one of the big bads,
Yeah.
and he gets him to cry like your sister's such a bitch.
Oh, that has Steve Carell in it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway, Dwayne Johnson, and Allie. Yeah. I remember that one. Do you remember? I like the one with Rowan Atkinson. What was it called? What is that spy movie called? Rowan Atkinson. It's called Johnny English.
Oh. Johnny English is funny. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Really? Yeah, Rowan Atkinson's always funny. I like all his Mr. Bean stuff, but all his other things are actually pretty cool. Like his stand-up's pretty funny. There's a Kung Fu Mr. Bean movie. What? Called The Fist
Hey
of
guys,
Bean.
before I mess up my sleep schedule anymore, I'm gonna go.
See you, Zog.
Alright, you take it easy,
Alright,
buddy.
dude.
hmm
See you on Monday. Oh, there he's gone. He's gone. He's fucking gone.
We could be like, let's see you on Monday for work.
Yeah. Bright and early. He fucking hates showing up that early. Sun's not even up, and he's like, I'm like, you good? He's like,
Dude, I fucking hate waking up early in the fucking morning, man.
It's like hit or miss for me. Like sometimes I
Yeah.
could do it. Like if I know it's important, like I'll wake up, no fucking problem.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
once
if it's
I'm,
like if someone's waking me up out of nowhere, yeah, I'll just be like an asshole
Yeah.
all day.
yeah, once I'm awake, I'm awake. But it's just waking up is the problem. Once I'm comfortable, I just want to sleep. You know?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
why like I can fucking sleep for 12 hours straight. Is I'm just
Especially if you like
comfortable.
you just happen to just pass out like an hour before that when you needed to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm also one of those people that I can sleep for a long time, but like I can also run on like 2-3 hours of sleep, like without a problem. Like I'll be fine. I'll probably be pissy, but you know, whatever.
Oh, I know I'm the same fucking way.
Um,
Because fucking long time ago, like I was dating someone, and they needed help like getting to like appointments. I was like, okay, I'll wake up and I'll take you. I was up an hour and that 2 hours before trying to wake them up so that we could, because I like to leave an hour before you got to get to an appointment to get plenty of time.
mm-hmm.
We're always leaving like 30, 20 minutes left to get there. And I'm just like, obviously, I'm just curving, stealing ways, just whatever to get there as fast as I can to their appointment on time.
Yeah.
Oh, so Scaly,
Mm-hmm.
what was your favorite part of the game this tonight? What did you enjoy?
Question.
You good? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one where they couldn't
Be up
hear him?
at.
Or
I gotta be up at 10:30.
oh, okay.
We heard him. Like, he said his favorite part was like in the 220s.
Oh yeah, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking 10:30.
All right, well go to sleep, dude.
I got a
What's-
little bit longer.
No one's fucking holding a gun to your head saying stay up. Except for his
Better
fucking.
you better
us.
fucking stay and talk with us, or I'll fucking come to where the fuck you. Oh, he left already. I didn't even get to finish what I was saying.
And I got some fucking time in chamber for a bit.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
He's gone.
Um,
Well, anyways. Okay, bro, go to sleep. You're coming in and out. I think
No,
you need
it's
to
me.
sleep.
I'm kicking him.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like leaving and then coming back. I'm like, dude, just
Oh.
go
No, I,
get
was
rest.
I kept kicking him.
Like at this point, bro,
Yeah.
you're too tired. Just go to fucking sleep.
Oh,
um,
Why were you just trying to fight everyone, dude?
what the fuck? We got
Like,
fucked up.
yesterday, you were trying to fight Thalnir at the bar, and like when we're at
today
the
I was
resort,
trying to
you're
fight Thalnir
fighting,
at the bar.
and like like this session right now, you trying to fight like the
No,
dwarves,
that-
William,
down
punching the
your-
girls.
No. You see, I only tried to fight Valenier because he was talking some shit, and I don't remember what he said.
You were
And I had
talking
bad
shit
rolls.
first.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
Like in this one, this is actually on you. This is not Valenier being a bad guy. He saved your ass. He was being a good friend.
Or said it was on me.
I mean,
Or said it wasn't on me, I should say.
Scaly did start the one in the bar fight too. He fucking tried to hit me
Yeah,
with a
but you went
fucking-
after him.
I mean, after you said to do it outside, I was going to fight him in the bar.
It was
So-
him.
You could have been the bigger
Yeah.
person and be like, "Fuck him. I'm not gonna go out there."
He got jumped by like 7 dwarves, dude.
He
Yup.
got beat by the
Got
7
kicked by-
dwarves.
almost
motherfucker.
died. Almost
He hit
died.
Snow White, and the 7 dwarves showed up.
I think I also played a role for
fucking
his
good.
roles, you know.
Fucking all you guys like dealing with disadvantage because you're fucking wasted. And Korak is fucking smooth dancing with fucking Maya.
And all he got out of it.
Was a kiss.
That's because I chose fucking wrong fucking things. Dude. I fucking Derek should just gave it to me.
You always choose even.
No, I chose odd first time,
Got
and then I
got the
chose
kiss. And then he chose even, and it was.
And it was a kiss on the
odd,
cheek.
And it was a kiss on the cheek. Yep.
Damn, man.
like once it finally happened, it's just gonna be a big fucking celebration
We'll
that
all
they
be
finally got
happy.
together.
Yeah, we'll all be happy for you. Hey, I was Falnir was a good wingman this session. So
You were fucking you helped me out,
Phenomenal.
and then then surprisingly you helped out
Yup,
Scaly out of nowhere.
yup.
that was a complete accident. I didn't think it was going to work.
Well, she was drunk, but like I knew it too. Like, oh, they're off. Like,
Also,
this
the 2
group of
concussions
girls
probably
off
helped.
to the side.
No, the 2 what?
2 concussions.
Oh,
From
she
him.
had
Well, dude, he fucking swung at her at first, and then you
That was the
threw
one he
him
punched?
at her. Yeah, that was the one he punched. He drunkenly swung and hit her.
Dude, she's gonna wake up next to this big lizard and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
Yep,
the morning
yep.
after. But yeah, I knew like oh Derek being like, oh, like a group of girls off to the side, like that's the girls that ran away because Scaly punched them. Fucking no, it's not. Like bullshit.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but I fucking knew what you're gonna do. I'm
I was under the
chaotic, dude. I can understand chaotic moments.
I was under the impression that that was going to be that the group that he punched just went away from the party. That was my impression.
That's why
So
I
I-
did the dance thing and the Cuban Pete shit to bring everyone back to the party to have fun again.
Right. Hey,
The
it
Cuban
worked.
Pete.
Wait. how far were those girls away from where me and Scaly were at when I threw them?
I say they were walking back. Like, they were a distance away, but they were not too far that you couldn't theoretically throw him. If you're able to pick up a 400-pound boulder, I'm pretty sure you could throw this 250-pound lizard.
Right.
And
That's the
No
second time
sweat.
you've thrown them.
Yeah, true. The
First time was over the
You've
bar.
gotten used to it.
That's gonna be our special move. I'm just gonna fucking toss Scaly.
You're gonna throw him as he's holding the plate, and he's gonna use that as the final blow on the big bad guy at the end of this fucking
Yes.
thing.
Whilst down here standing on a chair.
oh, he's fucking dead.
Fucking down here, the chair
Dude,
fucker.
you even got fucking Zog fucking telling chair jokes now.
That was fucking hilarious.
Let's go.
Because that's all he fucking did fucking Friday.
All we did was like rip on you for like fucking a chair.
For the chair.
Yeah, you guys ripped on me for like 2 hours for the entire.
He kept doing it. I didn't do shit about that fucking chair.
You guys kept calling me racist while you're calling me dumb because I'm a dwarf. I can't read because I'm a dwarf. I always drink because I'm a dwarf.
Hey,
Like-
hey,
But
That-
hey,
that's not
90% of that,
hey,
90% of that was coming from the
down
lizard.
here.
I was all scared,
hey,
brother.
down here.
For-
I only talk
Anything
about
that came
the
from
chair.
Korag was just mild teasing.
Compared to what Scaly was doing, yes. I think it was Scaly that was like 90% on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember the chick, and that's about it.
Um. So, Koji's new character seems very
Alright.
huh?
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be interesting.
No, like I was about to say like she seems like wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like super like nice and like compared to like his other characters that were like super like
Aggro.
like aggro, like always like Zahiri shooting everybody or trying to shoot everybody, and
I'm down here
Kaisela
paying
just
for trauma.
paying for trauma. Oh my God. I'm not looking forward to going
I
back to
should have
that village.
fucking done when I was shaking Kaisela's hand, just pulled her into a kiss.
Mm.
That would have surprised the shit out of Koji.
That would have been funny.
A knife to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
Turns into a spider, eats you. You're like just no more
you-
Korag.
You just like see me running in a giant spider where fucking thing chasing me.
Kill it!
Oh, that would have been funny. But now, Derek has full control over her. Now we're probably gonna fucking see her again.
Not for a long time, bud.
And when that happens, if she's a bad guy, Thalner's gonna fucking do the I told you so to everybody in the group.
If you're still alive at that point.
If I'm still alive at that point. But we'll see.
Fuck, I almost died.
Yeah, you almost died by getting jumped by a fucking drunken dude and getting kicked by a bunch of dwarves. Dude, I would die. I would honestly would have fucking just started laughing my ass off if you actually would have died in that moment.
So what have I?
Because that was just that would have been a horrible way to die. Like not even like in a gruesome way, just in like a kind of lame kind of way.
I think it's more of a, oh shit, they all had advantage from being pinned to the ground by your employer, essentially.
They were beating up a drunk animal.
Essentially, yeah.
Animal abuse.
Honestly, if Scaly wanted to, he probably could have just pulled a venom on all of them and just bit off all their heads.
I thought about it.
So,
He thought about it, but then he realized that would bring more trouble than it's worth.
yeah, we'd be chased off the
Exactly.
island. Or Scaly would just be chased off the island. We'll just pretend we don't know him.
I would just say just fuck him, let him have it. He dug his own grave.
Yeah. Fuck. So you guys watched the new Star Wars things, right? The Star Wars Visions.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched most of it.
Would
And
you think?
First one was great. Trying to think of the others. I think. Let me look at the list of the shows and then I'll get back to you on that because I don't remember the fucking episode names.
Right. Yeah.
I
I like
think
the first one was really cool. Her fucking umbrella lightsaber.
That was
fucking dope
really
as hell.
good.
that was just Afro Samurai in Star Wars universe.
Pretty much.
I liked the what was it called? The the ninth Jedi. or
Oh
whatever it
yeah,
was.
I like that one too. That was really good.
Yeah, that one was yeah. I liked the whole idea between like the lightsabers they made change the color changed dependent on the for the user's like connection to the Force.
Mm-hmm.
So that was yeah, me and Easy hung out one day and we just binge watched it. So
Nice. Fuck.
I still have to fucking because I was showing him Mandalorian. He still has to finish the second season. He's only seen the first season all the way through. I think the episode me and him stopped at when we were hanging out was it the I think it was the Ice Spider episode. where they're on that
Oh,
planet
that
full
one.
of spiders. Yeah. I've seen all of it, so I was watching it as it came out.
So was I.
It's a shame the third season's not coming out this year. We gotta wait a whole another year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
we're getting the Boba Fett show instead.
Yeah. Which will be which I hope is good.
so the duel, the first episode, that's the one that looks like Afro Samurai. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one, yeah.
Ninth Jedi, The Elder, and Lop and Oche. I think that one's alright.
Gotcha.
Ocho? No, that one's alright.
What was that one? Was that the rabbit one?
Yes.
It was the bunny one.
It's
I
alright.
mean, yeah, it was alright, yeah.
I just didn't. I thought it was really funny that her little scouter clip had like a carrot on there. I thought that was really funny. I didn't watch the last episode.
Yeah, I didn't like the fucking the weird robot kid one.
Oh, T0B1.
Yeah. That one was kind of
I did not
Kinda
care for that
weird.
one. It was literally Astro Boy. That's all I could see.
Yeah. yeah.
I think one of my
but-
least favorites was the twins.
Yeah, that one made like a whole heap of nonsense. It was a whole heap, like it was cool. Like the animation was cool, but like a lot of the things didn't make sense. Like why would you have starships that are conjoined?
Like that, yeah.
Why would you have like how were they breathing in space?
Dude, my main complaint the entire time is you're dead. No matter what. I don't give any shits what happened in Last Jedi where Leia just superwomaned her way across the fucking open vacuum of space.
Dude, that was fucking retarded.
That does
in
not
that
fucking
movie.
happen.
You're in a vacuum. In a vacuum, you're fucking like, especially in space.
Like I don't give a fuck if you have a connection to the Force. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
Because you know,
Especially since the sun decompression that you would fucking get.
oh god.
The explosion, everything gone.
Yeah,
Like, the only one who I give that to is Plo Koon in like his episode with the Malevolence, because he has the gas mask.
Yeah. Him and the clone
Yeah.
troopers have their masks. They have a reasoning for it.
And the
And-
clones put on like oxygen tanks too, like just before when they're about to head
Yeah.
out.
And I think like a lot of like the Star Wars armor comes with like decompression stuff, so like they, you know, their body like won't explode, like their fucking
Less
organs
scaly.
won't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scaly's gone. Night, bud.
Yeah. But yeah, no, if you're just bare skin out in a vacuum, your fucking eyeballs are gonna pop out, your fucking
blood's
you're
gonna
get
boil.
Yeah, all that pressure from the outside of your body is gonna go out, so you're gonna fucking expand and blow up. But before that, the side of you that's facing the sun is gonna fucking burn to a crisp, and the side that's facing away from the sun is gonna fucking freeze.
Yep.
Yeah, like,
And-
in the episode, in like Rebels, Darth Maul threw Kanan out the fucking airlock. Kanan's like slowly freezing, but he's like trying to work his way through like one of the entrance points.
Right. Yeah, dying in space is very fucking brutal.
Terrifying.
Like, have you heard what happens when you go through a black hole? It's like
the
you get
event yes, spaghetti
yeah,
noodles.
you get stretched so much. It just because like tears leave like from atom by atom and shit. The thing is, like, if you could actually like survive that, right, and you get put out the wormhole, would you get like put back together on the other side, or?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go test that theory.
Oh no.
I feel it depends on where you land. If you land on the planet, maybe. If you land in space, you're fucked anyway.
Well,
You
I
land
was just
in
going through.
space.
I've been
But you
going
know
through
what I
like
mean? Like you come out the other side.
I know what you
it's
meant.
not
I was just
space.
being an ass.
Mhm.
yeah. Oh yeah, no. So the challenge coin I got when I was deployed, they showed it. Some representatives from Disney came out and brought The Last Jedi for all of us to see.
Yeah.
And they're doing like this trivia thing. You're able to get this challenge coin for the movie, and everyone's answering questions. Everyone got this the question wrong for why Yoda wouldn't train Luke. And I was the one who answered the question right.
Was it like multiple choice or was it like an independent answer you had to come up with?
I think it was the answer you had to come up with.
Mm.
And I think people were saying like, oh, he's like, what was it? Like people were saying like he was like impatient or some shit like that. I go too old.
He reminded him much of his father.
Too old to start training.
Yep. Too old. He was too old to be molded in the way of the Jedi.
He was too old to be indoctrinated to a cult.
Yep. Dude, me
Okay.
and...
Oh,
Finn.
yeah. We were talking. Me and Tailgate last night were talking about what Star Wars, what class they would be in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you found like the whole D&D thing for that and Transformers.
Yeah. I found a rule set for a Transformers D&D campaign.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. But like one so because like each list like listed different like classes each character would be. So like Han Solo went from being like a fucking fighter gunslinger to a
Bard, a rogue.
bard and a rogue. Darth Vader was like they made him like a sorcerer or some shit in one.
It was,
But
it was a
the one-
sorcerer, and then one was like a paladin conquest.
Yeah, the one I liked was the paladin with the Oath of Conquest.
Mm-hmm.
That one was I think that fit Vader. And I think Lando was a bard. That fits.
He was a bard or a rogue, I think.
I think he was. I think a lot of them said bard, just because he has like a lot of charisma and shit.
Mm-hmm. And
Chewie-
Sidious was a warlock.
Uh,
I honestly can't remember it.
I think he might have been a warlock or a sorcerer. I don't remember. I know they said Poe Dameron was a fucking rogue. I don't see how that. I can see Cassie. I can see Cassian Andor being a rogue. Mando would be.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
One by what is his name? He's a D&D YouTuber. Was it like XP3?
Oh, XP level 3.
Yeah,
I
that
fucking
guy.
love him. Yes.
He brought up that Mando is basically a ranger.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. He's saying like he's good with creatures. He knows his enemy, which is a ranger feat. He can track his enemies. He uses ranged weapons. So that was pretty cool.
But not
Oh.
useless in a up close fight.
Yeah, but not useless in an up close fight. Yeah.
And if you look at it in a certain light, he kind of has the pet feature with the child.
Yeah. Fucking the coconut crab. Oh my god. It's gonna be our fucking. That's gonna be our mascot. This is the coconut crab.
I like that.
We can use it to guard our gold, and stuff like whenever we go somewhere, and if
Mhm.
we leave like valuable things back at the tavern, we'll just compile it all into like a box, and
It's
It's
like
like a fucking hall monitor.
yeah, and we'll just stick the giant crab over the box, so if anyone tries to get it, you just pinch.
Yoink.
Because those things are freaking crazy. Have you seen the crawfish in was it Tasmania?
No.
They're like the size of lobsters.
Jesus Christ. What's going on in general? Yeah, that's accurate. Fucking Corey, I'm just now looking at your picture of Vegeta throwing one of the Ginyu Force.
Yeah, found here.
It's fucking down here throwing Scaly.
I was trying to find a GIF, but no one made a fucking GIF of this fucking shit. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, let me send you in general what this fucking crawfish looks like. It's
Good, bro.
fucking. I bet they're delicious too, but they're endangered, so you can't eat them.
Fuck.
Speaking of crawfish, I actually had crawfish for the first time a little while ago.
Oh yeah.
They're endangered. You can't eat them. Oh, I ate one earlier.
Well, like not the Australian one or Tasmanian one. It's a Florida or Louisiana
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the small crawfish I ate. The one I'm talking about that's
Okay.
endangered are like the size of fucking lobster,
Okay.
and the only native to Tasmania. It was on, I think, Jeremy Wade from what's it called? River Monsters. It was in his he did an episode on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a video of him. Well, there's a picture. All these pictures fucking suck. They're all fucking blurry and shit. Fucking Google. There you go, there's a good one. No, they were pretty good. We got them. I just saw the thing in general with the Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I was kind of skeptical. I never had them before because I'm not really big shellfish fan.
Yeah.
I like crab. I'll eat crab, but I'm not really keen on shrimp or like clams or oysters. I'll eat. I've had
Shrimp.
scallops
Shrimp's mine.
before.
Scallops are good too.
I have scallops. I like lobster. But that's like really it. And so crawfish was kind of like those things that looks like a shrimp, but it looks like a lobster. So it's kind of like that in between thing.
It's like the cross between the two because it's got like pincers and shit, but it's not
But it's small.
a small. It's
Yeah, like
more
a shrimp.
freshwater, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or brackish.
Brackish,
too.
yeah. So I was looking through Uber Eats because I don't feel like fucking going anywhere in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no,
especially
because
since-
fucking getting anywhere there sucks.
Yeah, especially since the Rona fucking started spiking up in Jacksonville.
That did it.
Yeah, for a bit. But I got my vaccine, so I'm good. Fucking, what's it called? So I was on Uber Eats and I was looking through like food, and I'm like, you know what? Let me look up like seafood because I'm kind of feeling like fish or something. And I came across one on Uber Eats. And what's the? And I saw it had crawfish. I had the Eat Pass, so like it's $0.
Delivery fee.
Delivery fee, yeah. And it's called the Juicy Crab. That's what it was called. And I ordered a pound of it. A pound of fucking
Crawfish.
crawfish, yeah.
That sounds good.
And a pound is $15.34.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, seafood's usually pretty expensive.
Well, I mean, like it's not totally a bad price for like,
Right.
having it cooked and all that.
Mm-hmm. And I had it in with the seasonings you can get on it is Cajun garlic butter, lemon pepper, garlic butter, no season, no taste, juicy special, which is like all of the above, and then lemon pepper. Should have got the juicy special, but I got the Cajun garlic butter, and I got it like medium.
Hey, Scrumpy. So, you haven't lived in Jacksonville for too long, have you?
About since like towards the end of June, so like a few months, yeah.
All right. There's a fucking food truck, and it's got some really good fucking fried chicken.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I actually ate at have you seen the ramen shop that's here?
Probably not. I haven't
It's called
been there.
it's called Supa, like SOUPA, Saiyan 2. And like it's all anime themed in there. They had a fucking Goku Red statue.
Yeah.
They had like a bunch of posters of anime on the walls. They had like Funko Pops and shit.
That's
All
cool.
like the all the ramen dishes were named after. You had like a vegetarian bowl that was called the Vegeta Bowl. Vegeta. It was called like Vegetarian.
Nice.
They had like a Kaioken like thing. It's like a challenge where you had to eat like a couple big bowls of the ramen.
Yeah.
And what's cool, it's right next to a movie theater too. It's like right outside one of those movie theaters with the reclining seats.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called Tinseltown or some shit.
Oh, okay. I know the general area you're talking about now. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find.
There's this one place in St. Augustine called Umai. They do a lot of Japanese food. And that stuff's fucking awesome. I had their pork katsu. That shit was fucking fire. The what's it called? Their fuck. Yakisoba and yaki udon are really good too. There.
Yakisoba was good. The army kind of ruined yakisoba for me
Oh yeah.
because in the chow hall they would have like yakisoba certain days, and it was it was shit because the cooks there don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
It's just like pre-made stuff usually that they just heat up in like these those big metal tubs and like the steam thing, and it gets kept hot with like the hot water underneath it and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's I have two people that used to be in the army at my job. Or one's still in the army. The other one used to be in the army, or he's on leave right now. I don't know. One's a young kid, and me and my buddy Mike, the MP, me and him were talking, and he's like, "Dude, the food in the army sucks. It's like just boiled shit in water." And the kids walking by is like, "Ain't that the fucking truth?"
Dude, it's not a lie. Sometimes they would have some good shit, but like the other times it'd just be like, especially when you're out in the field and they decided to bring you chow hall food, and they just brought it in like these big thermite fucking boxes, and it was fucking horrible. Eggs, and you know how they cook the eggs? They're not actually like, they're not like eggs that they crack. They're a big ass bag of like liquid egg.
Oh yeah.
Like a plastic bag, like, and they just pour it on the griddle top and make scrambled eggs.
Yep.
Their bacon sucks. Now what I would do in basic training, the basic training food was actually kind of good. And I would always get eggs, bacon, biscuits, and gravy. And I get gravy, like, I just smother everything in gravy, mix it together, just shove it all in.
Yep.
Just
to disguise it. Make it
I mean, it was
somewhat
fucking good. Their
palatable.
biscuits and gravy were, yeah. Actually, in Afghanistan, the food wasn't that bad because it wasn't army cooks cooking it. We had we had this company called Dynacor come through, and it was like a bunch of people from India and like Kenya and shit like that that would come in and work. And they went all out for Thanksgiving. They had fucking like roast. They had baked turkey, fried turkey. They had fucking all types of sides. It was fucking great. We had there's this one guy though. He would whenever you would ask for rice, he'd just fucking like load up your plate with rice. And people would have to tell him to stop, right? And then like a few months later, they'd put him on the ice cream bar. And he would just load you up with fucking ice cream. Like I remember I was getting ice cream, and he would put 1 scoop, 2 scoop. I'm like, oh yeah, that's and then he scoops up another one with the spoon, and then looks at me, and like acts like he's gonna put on things. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And he goes, okay, and like he puts like 2 more on my fucking cone.
Nice.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, the guy's gonna. That's why I didn't fucking. People are like, I thought you were supposed to lose weight in Afghanistan. I'm like, oh, I gained weight. Fucking, all the food was pretty good.
It doesn't matter like what diet you have. Like if you still eat a lot, you'll still gain weight. Like you could be a vegetarian or vegan, you can still gain weight.
My grandmother had this friend. She was vegetarian, but she was like fucking around like 400 pounds. Because a lot of vegetarians just they don't know how to like get what they need um
Out of what they
and they just
got.
end up and they just end up eating a lot, right? Because like a lot of vegetarian food isn't filling like meat is. So they
Mhm.
just start eating a lot just to like because they just think they can most of the time, and they just end up gaining weight because like a lot of it's carbs, a lot of it's just shit that your body doesn't really need,
Mhm.
um, no. And meat's actually fucking important. If it wasn't for meat, or we'd still be fucking picking berries and shit because the amount of like protein and like energy that steaks gives our bodies and brains, we would have to spend like almost all day collecting uh,
3 times
plant
as much.
material. Yeah, it'd be like 3 times as much for us to run our brains and bodies with that plant matter. So it'd be like how like herbivores are now. They just spend all their time just eating instead of like doing things. Since we started eating meat and cooking meat, especially, we were able to do a lot more things to like advance ourselves, like technological and society wise. That's why like we started like, you know, um, that like another thing like we don't need wisdom teeth no more because like our ancestors needed it to like eat raw meat and plant material. It was just extra set of teeth. Now we don't really need it no more because like we cook everything, everything's soft, everything's we don't need to chew for fucking like 15 to eat.
Hmm.
Unless you're a bad fucking cook and you feel bad for the person, and so you fucking chew on a well done steak that feels like a fucking tire. You know. That's another thing. How do you guys eat your steak? Like
Medium well.
medium well? I like mine
Medium.
yeah, I like mine medium to medium rare.
I can't do
Um
medium rare.
yeah. Well, I can do it. I prefer medium, but if it comes out medium rare, I usually order like if I go to a restaurant and I'll usually order medium rare and it'll usually come out medium anyways.
Hmm.
Uh because usually like a lot of times I found out if I ask for medium, it comes out it's more medium well because it continues to cook even though it's not on the grill.
Yeah.
That's why they say
Mhm.
to let that's why they say to let your meat rest for a bit because it continues to cook a little bit while it's resting, and the juices as it cools off get sucked back into the meat.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever asked for like a medium and get like a well done?
yeah,
Fucking hate that shit. I'm like, dude, I'm so ready to tear into this nice juicy steak. Why am I eating
Tiny as
cardboard?
fuck.
Just chewy and bland. I'm like, fuck this.
dude, I like meat with pink in it. It just tastes better and it's like more like melt in your mouth too.
Yeah, it has the more juice in it to flavor it.
Hmm.
But
It
when
doesn't
it's
actually really like
cooked,
matter for me because I know every time I actually comes to steak, I always get like medium rare because like all the juice, I just end up sucking that up with the potato that's there.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And like people are like, well, it's bloody, and like, well, that's not blood. That's just like a enzyme or something that just happens to
Juice.
be yeah. It just turns red when you cook it, and then that's just what it is. It's like they're because they drain the blood when they butcher their animal, so
hmm
it's just like a leftover kind of thing.
Yeah, I
so
had made
Um,
like a breakfast burger this morning and like some juice was coming out. I was like, ooh,
I made sliders last night. Those came out pretty good.
shit, it
Not
came out
sliders, burger
like a
melt.
fucking egg and cheese on top of that shit.
Nice. Um, I need to cook me a steak. Once I get paid, that's what I'm gonna get fucking steak. I haven't had some in a long time. Um,
Oh shit, I was gonna send you something, Scrumpy. I'll put it in the general so you
Yeah.
guys can see it. But
oh yeah. I pulled up the menu for the that ramen place. Uh, they have like so the
Nice.
Super Bowls is curry Laska, kayo mami, kimchi's kamea, miso supa, faux riza, Tom Yummy, Trifecta, and Vegetarian Bowl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Pho Riza is beef broth rice noodles. So it's pho or pho. That's Pho Riza. What is their Kaioken thing? And then, of course they have like build your own ramen too.
Yeah. So Scrumpy, you said you were missing a bit of the alcohol, right?
Give me that Corona.
That's a good looking burger, Korag. Wow, a lot of alcohol.
That's
Now,
that's
actually-
just the fridge.
Do have something, but I'm not gonna drink it just because I don't fucking trust it. It's something my mom's boyfriend made.
What's that?
I don't know. It's some kind of like. I have no idea what it is actually. Give me 1 second. Let me go get it.
Okay. I'm thirsty.
I think he was making like his. I think it's like a apple cider, like a apple cider kind of like
Like a hard cider.
alcohol thing. Yeah, like a hard cider type thing.
Mhm.
But like I didn't eat it because there was like a whole bunch of like floaty bits in it from like the yeast and shit, and there's still like a whole bunch more, so it's probably bad now.
It's probably vinegar.
Yeah, it's probably vinegar now. Yeah.
Because that's happened to me. I used to, and I'm starting to get back up, but I made mead once.
I thought about making mead.
I bought a fuck ton of honey, and it's just sitting in the shelf right now, waiting to get used.
Well, that's another thing. My mom's boyfriend. Yeah, I really don't like saying that. He had bees actually. Someone stole them.
Aw.
Which is fucking crazy. Who got what? How in your right mind would you want to steal fucking bees? But I could have got honey from him, make mead, but you know, Florida has actually some pretty good honey.
Oh yeah.
I usually get the local honey because it's usually better than the store bought stuff, especially if it has the fucking honeycomb still in it.
Mhm.
So
What was it? I went to Publix. I was just buying Publix honey because I need something to start off with, at least get like a first batch out. I'm probably gonna go down to downtown and see if I can get some honey from there. Because downtown in St. Augustine, there's a new honey shop opened up where they do like bee farms and shit, and they local sourced honey. Anyways, back to the matter is that I fucking was buying the honey, but one of the bottles I picked up, all the honey was solidified. It was all like crystallized and shit.
Oh god.
damn.
It's not
That's-
bad. It's perfectly safe. It's just you gotta boil it down in order to get it back to
Yeah.
a liquid consistency.
Did you know
Reminds
actually?
me of like when Strumpy was opening like a fresh bag of Cheetos and they were fucking stale.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I,
I
hate
found it
that.
out because it had a hole in it.
Mm.
Oh.
I don't know how. But fun fact about honey: did you know actually honey does not spoil?
Yeah, it's like Twinkie. The sugar content's so
Mhm.
high, it just does not spoil.
They found like honey in like a pot from like ancient Egypt or like Rome or some shit, and it was
Egypt.
still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still good. One of the pharaohs actually preserved his dead wife in honey, and kept her there for a couple years, and you know did some things I'm not going to mention on this.
Yeah,
stream.
he did some fucked up shit.
Yeah. So yeah. Now I don't gotta worry about like, cause I always thought like, damn, does honey go bad? But now that I know, like, honey doesn't go bad. So
Yeah,
Fuck it.
honey doesn't go bad, and people do some fucked up shit.
but like to make mead, you have to like don't you gotta dilute it with water or something?
Yes.
Because like because it doesn't spoil. It has a certain like chemical or something in it that like kills the yeast. Like as soon as like
Well-
it starts trying to.
It's more of it'll suffocate the yeast because there's no space
Right.
for them to like
Mm,
eject the alcohol
okay.
or combine to make the alcohol. So the yeast basically will use the water and the sugars to create the alcohol, and that's what it expels. But if you don't, if you pull off too much yeast with the final product, and you let it sit there, it'll just keep aging and aging with the yeast, and it just turns into vinegar at that point.
I actually bought some mead online. That it was called I have the bottles in the kitchen. But I don't feel like going over there. It's called like Hidden something. It has like a Viking on it. Mead company.
What was it fucking called? I had one called Odin Skull, and it was like a apple cinnamon. I didn't really care for it too much, so I gave it to my buddy.
Oh,
he drank.
it was called from Hidden Legend Winery. I had the original. It was the King's Mead. I had the Spiced Mead and the Elderberry Mead.
Ooh, fun.
It was a mead company that was at a Renaissance fair, and I liked the taste of it, so I found them online and ordered them. Took fucking forever to get to me though. They were all right. I'll probably try other mead companies, but it's just hard to find them. Like you can't find them in liquor stores and shit. So.
Check your Browdies. I know there's probably a Browdies up there in Jacksonville, but check there.
Okay.
They tend to, like the bigger ones tend to have a bigger selection of imports. Or if not that, try an ABC maybe.
Right. Like I went to an ABC one time and I couldn't find me, but that was in South Florida. So, but yeah, I'll check that out, see if I can find some stuff. What I would want to try. So, okay, do you know about what is it called? What is that honey called? It's called like it's also called red honey, but it has like another name. It's a honey from like the Himalayas and like India and stuff. That it's like a certain flower that the bees get it from that makes the honey psychedelic, right?
I have no idea, but that sounds like a fucking amazing time.
You can actually buy it online too. Like it's I think because it's, well, no, like it's like they ship to the U.S. legally, and like some people on YouTube bought it and tried it. Because I don't think America has any I don't think they see it as a controlled substance because it's honey.
Yeah, it's just like a side effect of the process of the honey making from the flower that you use.
Yeah, and I don't think it's like a strong like psychedelic effect, depending on like the dosage you use. Because I actually discovered it via Joe Rogan.
Of course.
Him and someone else was talking about it. I actually had the website saved. Let me see if I can find it again.
It's called water. I'll be right back. Good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's called Mad Honey. Is what it's from Nepal, and there's actually a website. I'll pull it up and tell you about it when you get back.
All right.
So, you enjoy having a rabbit?
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
The few times I've like falling asleep like on the floor. I've fallen asleep a few times on the floor with him, and then he'll wake me up by hopping on my head.
Damn. My third grade and like fifth grade class. It was the same teacher, but she had a rabbit. Yeah, it was a class pet. I don't know what kind of rabbit he was. He was a decent size, and he was like brown and white. We called him Mr. Jingles. But what he would do is when we were all doing our classwork, she would let him out, and he would he would just hop around the classroom. He'd like chill out, like just run around some more, then chill out, do whatever. He never really like bothered anyone. He wasn't scared of anybody. But like we would laugh because he would always like leave little fucking pellets all over the place.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
it wasn't all over, but it would be like, you'd be like, oh look, there's a little surprise. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, every time I fall asleep in my bed, there's always like a little pellet right there. I'm like, eh.
That's why I don't like with the birds. That's why I don't want birds. Is apparently like they poop so much, especially in the morning. I heard like because like birds don't really defecate when they sleep, so it just builds up as they sleep. So in the morning they just take a ginormous one.
A
That's
what?
why like fucking, huh?
You said something?
Just like plops.
Yeah. Oh, so Derek's back.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, um, so I'm on the Mad Honey website, and they have, so you have Mad Honey 150 grams, and they come
Nice.
in jars. Mad Honey 300 grams, Mad Honey 450 grams, and it says, our Mad Honey delivers a perfect dose of the mystical granin toxins that have been prized by the people of Nepal for thousands of years. Once exclusive to the remote parts of the world, Mad Honey Nepal is bringing its potent sweet elixir to the planet. And apparently it's like not as sweet as normal honey, and it's like a bit more like bitter, and it's red too.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I think like a lot of people say they use it for like medical, like you know, it's like a
That's cool.
they have a frequently asked questions tab. What does your so like in the frequently asked question is does your Mad Honey contain granulin toxins? And like when you press the link, it comes up with a fucking analysis report that they have as a PDF from it when they tested it. What's your shipping policy? We offer reliable shipping worldwide. All U.S. orders are delivered within 5 to 8 business days, and international orders 2 to 3 weeks.
Why is it easier to get to the U.S. than anywhere else?
I have no idea. Maybe I have no clue.
I guess
Are
it's
they like wait? Are they home based in the U.S.?
No, they're from Nepal. You can only get this honey up in Nepal.
Where the fuck's that at?
It's up
Himalayas.
Yeah, it's in the Himalayas.
In South Asia. Okay.
Is there a minimum age of ordering? Yes, you must be 18 years of age or older to place an order.
To play the game.
Yeah, Mad Honey Nepal. Actually, I might get some because they're. So how much is it? So, for 150 grams is $70. For 300 grams, it's 120, and then for 450 grams, it's 150. And these are like jars, so I'm pretty sure they last a while. Depending, I don't know. I don't know. I'll try it. See what the hype. See what it's about. But like what I was going to say, why I brought it up is imagine making mead out of that. Now I don't know if it would work if the yeast would kill like the
Psychedelic effect.
Yeah, the toxins that create the psychedelic effect.
No idea.
I know it. Google. Let's Google it.
Either Google it or I experiment.
Yeah. Someone said, "Can you make mead out of maple syrup?"
I mean,
That was one of the I guess you could.
technically, you can make it, but the basis of mead is supposed to be honey. If you wanted to add a maple flavor to it, you probably just add like like maple extract or something like that to get that flavor. Or if you wanted to add that as extra sugar to feed off of, or use it as a back sweetener, you can. But it's more of a basis of honey and hops. But I don't know. I don't really feel like getting into the whole actual brewing process, because all you really need is a nice dark, mild tempered climate room, and it'll fucking make alcohol.
But don't you have to like let it for like mead? You have to like let it sit there for like a month and a half.
So, from what I remember of my research, it takes like 3 to 4 weeks to finish like processing into alcohol, and so then it's alcohol. You got your alcohol. However, if you want to get a good flavor profile, you take it off of the yeast and let it sit for like a year. But the longer you let it sit, the more it mellows out and less strong alcohol taste you'll get.
But it'll still have the potency, right?
It'll have I think the potency dulls a little bit, only slightly, but it'll be like probably about the highest I've seen it is 15 to 14 alcohol by volume
Okay.
to a low like 5.
Okay.
So it's a
Um,
pretty decent buzz you'll get from it, but it's more of a go ahead.
No, you're good. You can keep going.
But what you're doing is you're taking away, like, when you take a shot of vodka, all you taste is alcohol sometimes, right? Or
Yeah.
or a really young bourbon or young whiskey, it's gonna taste strong as
Like-
alcohol.
Like rubbing alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
To say, yeah.
But the longer it sits and ages, the less of that taste you're gonna get, and the more like the honey comes back or the sweetness comes back. I've seen one guy that did this. He put like this like some cloves in it,
Ooh.
or was it cloves and I don't think it was star anise.
Cinnamon?
I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But one of them, it was like, it tasted like Christmas in your mouth.
Might
Is what I've heard it described.
nutmeg. It could be nutmeg.
Could be.
Nutmeg's
then-
a very Christmassy taste.
And then the other one,
Peppermint?
I don't know if it was peppermint. But there was another one. I know this one for sure. He put sarsaparilla root in it,
Ooh.
and they said that one was like if you warm it up, it'd be a good Thanksgiving like fall drink.
Right. A lot of like spice flavors I can think of that are like very Christmassy, but like besides like the peppermint, because that's not really, yeah, it's Christmassy, but like it's, yeah, because you can have peppermint like whenever, right? Because
Nowadays.
yeah, nowadays, because mint is a herb
Yeah.
instead of being a spice.
Yeah.
Because so like Christmas spices would be like your nutmeg, your cinnamon, your cloves, your I think star anise maybe. I haven't had star anise. I don't know what the flavor profile of that is.
It's used in a lot of
So-
like Chinese dishes.
Okay. Now you like liquors, right?
Yeah, gin's my
there-
favorite.
Gin. Okay. So rum. You're okay with rum, right?
Oh yeah.
Next time you go to a liquor store, try looking for one called Bumbu. It's a Bumbu,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll know it when you see it. It looks like a pirate bottle.
Mhm.
It has a big metal X on it. You know, it's a weird shaped bottle.
I think I've seen it.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
I like it. It's a good just drinking rum. You know.
Just straight up.
Like straight up, or like my sister likes my sis likes to mix it with like fruity drinks. I think she likes to use like strawberry lemonade. I like to use orange juice with it. But like if you like when I tasted it, right, and I was just kind of like tasting like the aftertaste or whatever, it kind of almost has like that banana flavoring,
Mm-hmm.
that you can get sometimes just on the back end of it.
Yeah.
It's a Barbados rum, so it's really good. And it's a dark rum, it's a spiced rum.
Nice.
Kraken's really good. I like Kraken.
I had a bit of Kraken. I got this one on my shelf right now that I haven't drank in a while, but it's called Black Coral, and that's pretty good.
In in the army we were fond of Sailor Jerry's.
I was about to
Sailor-
bring up a funny story about that one, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all I say. You can tell
Oh.
your story.
So, hypothetically speaking, completely different scenario. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anywho, my mom wanted me and my friends to get out of not be at our house or her house for the weekend, and thusly we were provided a whole handle of Sailor Jerry's and Tito's vodka.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, like completely hypothetical.
Right.
She's just like, yeah, you guys, I want the house to myself this weekend. Cool.
Nice.
She's like, what do you want for it? I'm like, I was gonna say whatever, we'll just stay away, but if you're offering, I'll take this. I was expecting a small bottle or like maybe like a normal size bottle. No, she full handle, big fucking thing.
Damn.
I keep you guys away.
That fucking
Yeah.
kept us away for a
Yeah.
while.
So my mom had Captain Morgan Parrot Bay, and when I was in high school,
Mhm.
she just had a bottle of it. I guess she got it as like a gift or something. She used it for like sangria, what have you, or whatever she was making for drinks for her middle-aged friends. But one day I'm like, I wanna try some of this, and so I took a water bottle. I filled it up with like some like a little bit of it, maybe like filled it up like maybe a quarter of the way,
Okay.
supposedly, and filled it up with the rest with cranberry juice.
Okay.
And I just put it in the fridge, make it look like I just have cranberry juice for school tomorrow, or whatever, what have you. But I was going to drink it later that night. Completely forgot about it, like completely. They forgot that I put in the alcohol, and I wake up in the morning, not being a morning person, when my brain's not clicking, and I see, I'm like, man, I want something to drink at school because I'm usually thirsty
it's
halfway
fucking
through
dumb.
class. I'm like, oh shit, cranberry juice in a bottle, and I fucking take it, I put it in my bag, and I go to school. In class, I'm like, I'm thirsty. I unscrew it. I go to like drink it, and I smell it. I'm like, oh shit. I drink some, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, okay, that's a. And I took some sips of it, and I'm like, yeah, that's enough for me. I'm not trying to be drunk in school. And so I just gave it to like a girl I knew in class that was like one of those people who didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah. I know. that
And I'm like, here you go. And she's like, what's this? I'm like, oh, it's spiked. And she goes, oh. And she drinks it. She's like, holy fuck, this is good. And she just fucking like starts drinking it. I'm like, god damn, okay.
people.
So how long would you say it was sitting there again?
Like a day.
A day? Okay.
Yeah, it was just overnight. Yeah. But dude, my last barracks party before I left. It was literally the night before. It was like my going away party before I left the army. They had like fucking, what was it, like 3 bottles of like Jose Cuervo. Someone brought gin.
Mhm.
Someone brought fucking Jaeger.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that was so. I got tired. Whenever the tequila was gone, I was happy. God, that shit was. It was. But some people brought the clear tequila, and then another person brought the other kind of tequila, like the golden tequila or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, once we ran out of limes, it was like fucking hard to throw back some tequila.
Mhm.
I can't do anything.
That's just how that game goes, Shannon. I don't know what you want me to say.
What's he playing? Destiny still?
Yep, playing Destiny's playing Mayhem.
Hmm.
It's constant supers. Everyone's insta killing each other sometimes. He keeps falling off the edge.
Oh,
Oh, no,
this is
it's
from
not
something that
Power
me and
Ranger.
Stumpy and I think Scaly were talking about, but remember that like Power Ranger Kaiju shit?
The what?
It was like the other day, like we were just vibing, just talking about random shit.
Yeah. No, but, we didn't hear what you said, like what we were talking about.
About like Power Rangers and like the kaiju, like Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I found
Yeah.
like some fan art of it.
So
Oh, like,
Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan.
Like the Power Rangers as Godzilla. Yeah.
Okay, so I have an idea of what the fifth one in line is, but I have no idea who the others are.
Oh, so yeah, there's Godzilla, Rodan.
Yeah, Godzilla, Rodan. I don't know the third one. The
That's,
next one's Mothra.
Bagon.
Bagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bagon, or Bargon, however you pronounce it. That's It's, I
Mothra.
think Mothra, Anguirus, and
Yeah,
then I think
Anguirus.
that one is probably Space Godzilla.
No.
That I look at- No, I don't know who that be. He doesn't look,
Gamera. No.
unless he's
You
supposed to.
want- You don't know what they say? What the artist calls it?
What?
What?
Their early version of a Mecha Godzilla.
Oh,
I guess.
um,
I don't know. I don't really see it, but yeah.
yeah. Let me see if I pronounced that right.
But they ended up
Bagon.
like updating it because this is how it ends up looking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bagan. It's Bagan. It's Bagan.
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 Okay, who's
He's-
Bagan again? I forget.
He is a Godzilla character from like the. Well, actually, no, it's not Bagan. I think it's back on. Wait. Hold on. He's from like the older
Yeah.
series. It was just like a. He was just like a one-off villain, I think.
Okay, that's because like I know a lot of them. I used to watch a lot of Godzilla movies as a kid. It's just
Baragon. It's Baragon. My bad.
Baragon. We're going through like several different sayings at this point. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in Final Wars.
Where they brought in like everyone.
Yeah, when they brought in everyone. Yeah. Baragon is a kaiju descendant from the Mesozoic era reptile. Have version of Daylight.
Speaking of which, what did you guys think of like Godzilla vs Kong, like the new one?
I didn't see
It was
it.
good. I liked
You
it.
didn't see it?
Dude, got busy with work and I just couldn't be fucked to go to a fucking movie
Yeah.
theater.
I like all the new Godzilla movies. They've done really good with them. I mean, Godzilla
well,
King of
yeah.
Monsters is really fucking good. So.
I liked how they had
Oh, yeah.
fucking the Lannister as the bad guy again.
Yeah. He plays a good bad guy though. So.
All the time. He's a good dude.
Oh.
Wait,
that
Scrumpy, what did you say about the? What did you say
What?
about like Kong versus Godzilla?
No, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I liked the how the ending kind of worked out. I kind of figured that was going to happen, but they did pretty good.
I didn't like how Mechazilla looked.
Yeah, but as I watched it more, the design kind of grew on me a little bit. He was kind of OP though. That dude was fucking kicking ass.
Well,
Yeah, but just to me, I just felt like he was too slim. Because like, the thing that I liked about the original like Mecha Godzilla is like he looked just as stocky as
Well,
Godzilla.
Well, the original Mecha Godzilla wasn't really stocky. Godzilla 2 was kind of stocky. Mecha Godzilla 1.
dude, they're obviously.
Yeah, Mecha. I mean, I guess you could say he was kind of stocky. But,
He matches them body wise.
body wise, yeah. Did you watch Ready Player One?
No.
No, I liked that version of Mecha Godzilla. That was a really good looking Mecha Godzilla. Hold on, I'll send it to you. Fuck, man, I hate fucking Google.
I prefer that they made him look like that. Yeah.
Oh, you looked it up? Yeah. My favorite version of Mecha Godzilla though is Mecha Godzilla. I think it was the third one. Yeah, Mecha Godzilla 3. Kiryu. He's the one with the
The jetpack.
the jetpack and the fucking rocket launchers on his fucking shoulders and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that one just always looked pretty badass. Someone even made took the toy and repainted it in Evangelion colors. So like the purple and the green.
Do you guys remember Gigan?
Gigan? Yeah.
Gigan,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, the Gigan Gigan, yeah. The dude with the scythe arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking badass.
Did you guys ever play what's it fucking called? Godzilla
The
Destroy All
Godzilla game for the Wii.
No, I'm talking about like original Xbox.
Yeah, my cousin had it, and whenever I would go over to his house, we'd play it.
Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I think I beat the entire game as Anguirus because that was just my favorite.
Yeah, Anguirus is pretty badass.
His fighting style was just like closing the distance and just tearing into you. I'm sorry, very.
Dude, Godzilla is fucking badass. I love this. I love it. There's an artist out there who like made versions of the Godzilla monsters, and actually looks pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
They call them it's called like Godzilla Neo, is what the art thing is about. Let me show you their version of, because they did like an actual because Gigan's like is a cyborg, right?
Yeah.
And so he did a cyborg version, and then he actually did like the alien version of what he would actually look like if he wasn't a cyborg.
Yeah, the
It actually
unmutated version.
Yeah. They also did Rodan. He looks more like. I liked Rodan in the movie in Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yeah. Rodan was fucking cool.
Rodan was fucking cool. They even kind of kept his like classic roar too.
Wasn't it like in the original like Godzilla films, like Rodan was actually a friend of Godzilla's?
He was
an ally.
The villain first.
Yeah, he was a villain for a bit, and then he was a friend, and then he was a villain, then he was kind of like all like the monsters. It was always kind of like because Mothra and Godzilla always fought each other too, even though they're considered friends. It just depends on who the villain is and who they're fighting, and what's happening. Because if it's just
Godzilla.
Yeah, if Godzilla just decided like, fuck everything, I'm just going to destroy the humans, Mothra's going to fight him.
Or Rodan's going to save the day.
Yeah. Because originally, there were like, when Rodan first came out, there were two of them. There were two Rodans. And then like I think one died, and then that one became like the main one, and then he died at some point. Then a new one came out, and then with Burning Godzilla in King of the Monsters, Mothra died and gave him the power up to turn into turn into Burning Godzilla, right?
That was because of the
To
nuke.
the side of me?
Well, then it was the nuke and Mothra kind of at the same time, because if you watched when he did the explosion, you could see Mothra's wings, and you could also hear her scream when he did the explosion attack.
Oh, I thought Mothra was still alive.
Yeah, she laid an egg, and she's gonna obviously Phoenix shit just regrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
do what Mothra does, dies and then gets reborn.
Okay.
You know, every Godzilla movie with Mothra, that's what happens.
Ooh, I wonder how they're gonna introduce Bastra.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I want to see fucking Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla.
I want to see. Anguirus was in King of the Monsters. His
Was
fucking
it?
skeleton.
Oh yeah.
His skeleton, yeah.
I was like, I now that you say it, it makes me sad because I realized that now it was a skeleton. I'm like, fuck, he's my favorite. Oh, I wonder if they'll be able to. I know Gamera is from like a different monster world or monster company, but I would really like to see Gamera as well.
The death battle shit.
Well, I mean, I don't want to see a death battle between the two. I just want to see fucking Gamera, who's pretty cool.
Yeah, Gamera was pretty fucking cool.
The way he
The
flies.
power of the children voices
Yeah.
powers me up.
Okay, hold on. Calm down there.
I mean that's how it is.
No, I know. Gamera, remember,
Oh, yeah.
you have a fucking restraining order from the schools.
There's the. So the Godzilla movies actually introduced me to like one of my favorite bands.
Favorite bands, really?
Yeah, Sum 41, because they one of their songs is on Godzilla Final Wars. It played during when Godzilla completely demolished Zilla.
Oh, good. I remember watching like the classic Godzilla movies, and my parents were like, or like, so my mom was like, "Oh, here's a Godzilla movie," and it was the Godzilla 2003 with what's his fucking name in it? New York.
Oh yeah, the '98 one.
Oh,
Yeah.
98. Never mind, 98.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, no, that's just Zilla, the fucking T-Rex fucking looking fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toho bought them and named them Zilla, and then
Killed it.
proceeded to in 2 seconds.
One shot him.
Yeah.
I
The
think-
cartoon though, the Godzilla, the animated series with that version of Godzilla was actually really good.
Mhm.
But
I
fuck,
don't think
what
I
was
see
I gonna?
that one.
It's actually really good. It's that like old like early late '90s, early 2000s style animation.
Yeah.
Kind
I've
of
seen the
like Ghost.
pictures, just never watched the show.
Yeah.
What was it though? The fuck. Hell. I can't remember now.
Describe him if you can.
Nah, it's fucking. It's gone. Anyways, y'all keep going. I might think of it again.
They should
Munch.
they should so with the how so you know how in the new MonsterVerse, right, with the Godzilla movies, every battleground from the kaiju, it gets overgrown with plants, right,
Yes.
due to the radiation. So you know who they should introduce next? Biollante.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you said overgrown with plants, I'm like, oh yes, that one. Or what's her name? Hidodora.
Oh, the pollution monster.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. Megalon,
No,
The fucking
Megalon.
the beetle.
Beetle.
Um,
Oh, I have one, but I don't know if Tailgate's gonna be a big fan of it.
Go for it.
Kamunga.
oh god, the fucking spider. That's the spider, right? Or is
Yeah,
that
it's
the
a
pregnant?
big fucking spider.
I remember that one. That's the one that fucking Godzilla like impaled on a fucking telephone line, right?
I think so.
In that one movie. That's also the one where what was it? It was the one where they were all on the Godzilla island, and he had his son, and he was like trying to teach his son how to be Godzilla, and it had like the praying mantises that would come after like Godzilla Jr. and shit. It was
Oh,
like
the fuck.
it was like the one like from like the 50s.
That reminds me of like the King Kong. I want to say 2003, 2005, with Jack
Five.
Black, where they went on the island.
Yeah. 05, yeah.
And all those fucking bugs and shit.
Ugh.
Oh, I like that movie.
Especially with
Oh,
like
that
the
was a
leech
good-
when it grabbed that one guy. Ugh.
Oh yeah, Andy Serkis's head, yeah.
Oh, the worms that like arm, head.
Yeah. The new King Kong was actually really good too, like that Skull Island.
Still haven't
That-
seen it.
Brother, come on.
I know, I'm lacking in the movie department. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to watch King Kong versus
King of the Monsters?
yeah,
Oh yeah, Kong.
Kong versus Godzilla, because I didn't know Kong that well from that movie, so I needed to watch that one first.
Yeah. I like this
Yeah,
version of Kong. He definitely fits in with like all the other Titans.
Mhm. As they're calling them now.
Yeah, I did air quotes, but which I guess makes sense. I guess they can't really use the word kaiju because fucking Pacific Rim already used that. So
Fuck them. They had the term first, and it's not even like their term. It's a fucking Japanese word for giant monster.
right. Mm-hmm. Now, well, I was hoping that instead of Mechazilla in the new movie, that it was going to be Mecha King Ghidorah
Mm-hmm.
because they had the head.
That would have made more sense, and yeah, since they kept the skull.
Yeah.
Like, I like that they kept like the ghost in the machine shit that's possessing the fucking mech, but like, they should have made a Mecha King Ghidorah.
What about Ibra?
Oh,
Lobster.
the lobster, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Ibra, what was another one? Um,
What the fuck is this? Okay.
Titan, that was in Titanosaurus is like that orange, like, water monster one.
Mm-hmm.
Titanosaurus.
I feel bad for the poor bastard that had to make like all the little like buildings and shit just so they could get fucking ruined.
What if he was the same guy who got to dress up in the suit though? Like you just
Yeah.
spent all
No,
your time
but you have to like
building
put all
this.
that time in to like make it and then say like, oh, like redo the cut.
I mean, that
Like, you
happens a
have to,
lot in movies,
You have
though.
to make
Yeah.
multiples of those.
Well, that happened in the original Star Wars. They like a lot of like the explosions that you see are like actual like real little mini explosions on their models
Little
that they
fireworks.
do. Yeah, like little fireworks and shit. Yeah. Like this, like when like the X-wings or TIE fighters would blow up. I think that was like the Death Star too. I think they actually blew up the actual model and filmed it. I could be wrong though. Same thing with like older movies like Indiana Jones, like or how about that one Superman movie where the avalanche is coming down and you can clearly tell it's a fucking model set.
Mm. Hey, you guys remember King Caesar?
Yeah, the big dog dude.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool. He knew like kung fu and shit.
Aww.
Oh god. Just like the coconut crab. Like I was looking at like Ibra, like as a giant crab reminded me of you guys watch Land of the Lost with Danny McBride and Will Ferrell?
I watched parts of it, never really got to fully watch it.
Did you see the part where they're chilling at the hotel and the giant crab like starts coming at them
Yeah.
and it fucking falls in
Oh,
the
that
fucking.
fucking movie.
I fucking love that movie. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think that movie's fucking hilarious. Just because of Danny McBride and Will Ferrell, and Chaka's funny too.
I like how
That's
Danny
actually-
McBride's like, I'm staying.
Yeah. What is it? Chaka, the monkey thing, is actually played by Yorma from Lonely Island.
Who?
The little skinny dude from the Lonely Island.
Oh yeah.
Not Andy Samberg or the dude with the glasses, but the other dude.
The smaller one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
The other two are pretty
yeah.
tall. Or at least Andy
Uh,
Samberg's tall, and then the other dude.
Dude, I heard Will Ferrell is actually a fucking asshole in like real life, like when you like are around him. But you never know. I heard actually like Jackie Chan's actually pretty cool to be around. Oh, what do you guys think of the new God of War coming out?
I'm ready. I didn't get to
Mhm.
play the last one, but I'm ready.
I'm ready.
It'd be cool, yeah.
I'm waiting to see what they do. You know, like because they're
Will
like,
he let Thor live or will he die to Thor?
or will like you'll have a fight with Thor like at the beginning, and then it's like some shit happens, and then you gotta fight him later on, or I don't know. Because in Norse mythology, Thor is supposed to die fighting the World Serpent.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's what ends up killing him. And so Sleipnir, that's like another like Norse monster, is the child of Loki, right?
This is the fucking
And you would-
six-legged horse.
Mm-hmm. So you would think Loki was the male horse.
Nope.
Nope,
Yeah,
he
his
was.
ass fucking clapped.
Yep.
He turned
Oh,
into a mare to distract the horse for the giant. and like he's like running away from me, and I guess he underestimated how fucking fast that thing was. Oh, bro, chill. It was a prank. It was a prank.
Like, I feel like, have you guys like seen
Joke's
like
on
the
you.
little,
I'm into that shit.
like it was like an animation of like a Minecraft thing. A creeper's about to go blow up like a Steve's house, and the Steve just ends up beating the shit out of him, and then like you know he.
Oh,
That's
the
the
guy
one?
that made the Toss the Turtle game. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, bring me that ass. I figured that was what. That's what happened to Loki with the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing me and Tailgate were talking about yesterday was if our campaign was like a TV series or like a movie, what actors
yeah,
would
like,
play the
who would
what
play who,
actors would
yeah.
who would play who?
Oh, first off, who would you guys want to play your characters?
I think I'm like I was between like a Gerard Butler or like some other like Scottish dude, like maybe who's the other guy I said Tailgate? I can't remember who it was.
You almost said his character name.
The little guy from Game of Thrones.
Tyrion?
Oh, Tyrion. Oh, yeah, Peter
Mhm.
Dinklage.
Peter
Eh,
Dinklage, there you go.
yeah, but like if it was
Yeah.
like but to make him like an actual like fantasy dwarf though, you know, it would probably like be like Gerard Butler or like the dude who played Dane Ironfoot
Where are my teammates?
or
Absolutely nowhere. Love it.
I think that was
Thorin Oakenshield,
yeah, that too maybe.
or someone from the Hobbit movie.
Yeah. Like I said, the dude who played Dane Ironfoot, the dude with the who rode the pig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's how I kind of see Thalnir sometimes though, is that guy. I think who did you say yours was going to be? Tailgate.
I selected Christian Bale and Jason Momoa.
I jokingly said Orlando Bloom.
I could see Orlando Bloom. That's what I picture some of the time whenever he's playing.
Vin would be the dude from what we were just talking about, like others. We said Vin would be the nerdy kid from the new Jumanji movies, the one who ended up being the Rock in the game.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Like we said that kid or like Tom Holland, since like he has like that baby face.
Right.
If not Tom Holland. Shit. Michael Cera?
Maybe.
I honestly can't stand Michael Cera, but yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Why'd
Well,
you
like-
fucking recommend him?
Well, I
Well, I
went
mean-
with the one.
There's only one movie I don't like him in, and that's Scott Pilgrim. That's it.
I like him in fucking This Is the End because he dies.
Yeah, he gets impaled by a fucking stop sign.
I like him in year one too, where he plays the caveman.
that was one of my
Oh,
favorite
God.
movies with him. That and Superbad.
What are you doing? He's like licking the shit. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? A squirrel could have came in like peed on it or something." When I first saw him, like, you're licking shit and you're worried about if a squirrel peed on it. The reason why I said the dude from Jumanji is because Vin's description that he sent me is that he said like Vin is like his skin's tan. He's like a light.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I say like Tom Holland wouldn't really fit because like Tom Holland's like super pale.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him with a tan. Tom Holland. I'm gonna look Google Tom Holland tan, see if he actually had a tan at one point.
No idea.
Not really. Oh, I forgot he's playing fucking Nathan Drake.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's playing a young Nathan Drake.
Oh, okay. I'm like, they're not making him the adult, is he? Please tell me
I
like
thi-
the teen or young.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be like Nate's origin story.
Okay.
Um,
So they're finally
playing
getting
it?
on the.
Oh, you could use like Matthew Willig.
oh, for Zog. Who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know who.
Matthew Willig.
Who's that?
Oh, is that like some wrestler?
No,
Who is?
he's like full on in year one he was like the more
No.
beefier like
Oh,
warrior
the
guy.
one-
yeah.
No one's like, I'll kill you where you stand.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
also played Andre the Giant in that one in Young Rock.
yeah, the young rock recreation shit.
Um,
And he was happy in like the Suicide Squad movies, or not the Birds of Prey movies for Harley Quinn.
um, yeah. So in the Uncharted movie coming out in 2022, Tom Holland is Nathan Drake. Marky Mark is Victor
Sullivan?
Sullivan. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Sophia Taylor Ali is Chloe Fraser.
Okay. I'm like,
Uh,
don't try and introduce what's her fucking
Who's
face?
fucking Antonio Banderas gonna be in that one?
I have no clue. Probably
It's
the
probably gonna be
villain.
like, yeah.
Eddie?
Huh?
Could it be Eddie from the first game? The guy.
Find out.
If you played the first Uncharted game, he's the dude that locks you up. He's got the
Oh.
gold deagle.
Okay, yeah.
If not him, I don't know who else it could be.
So I remember Mark Wahlberg actually like had a picture of him as fucking with the Sully mustache and shit.
Nice.
Let me see if I can.
I keep trying to think of it as like the first game or something like that. No. It's the origin story, so they're gonna look a little younger.
I posted it in general with Mark Wahlberg.
Seeing Tom Holland with a mustache looks weird as hell.
Tom Holland with a mustache. Where are you seeing that?
I found a picture. I'll send it to you, or send it in general.
What fucking movie is that? Is that the Jungle Boat?
Jungle Cruise?
Jungle Cruise. That's it. Is that what that's?
No, that has the Rock in it.
I wasn't sure. If
I
he was
think
in there.
I think that might be like the Uncharted movie. I think that might be like it might be like when he's lost, he just ends up growing a mustache or some shit. I don't know.
Disguise himself with a fake mustache.
What are you gonna disguise yourself with, Scaly? Fake mustache.
Oh, so who would play Scaly?
I think we decided like Mark Hamill, like for the voice.
For, like,
since
a
it was
voice,
gonna be like
yeah.
a voice, yeah. Or no, who is D. Bradley Baker? Because D. Bradley Baker voiced like a lot of like animalistic ones. He also voiced Lizard on Spectacular Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
he
we
was
think
Wild Mutt from Ben 10 and like
Mhm.
Stink Bug,
And
Stink
Stinkfly.
Ray, whatever.
Stinkfly. Yeah. So yeah, I think D. Bradley Baker would be a good. He also played Number 4, and of course the Clones. So
Yes, I love it.
who did he say Zahiri was? Who said Zahiri was like
No, fuck
the
off.
chick who played Gamora
You don't even get
or something? We never figured out who Ulrich would be though. Just because we haven't encountered Ulrich all that much.
We wanted to talk with Wicked about that first.
Yeah.
Like who'd he see?
Who would also oh, another like, so like if it was like a cartoon, I'd want the guy to voice who voiced the Scotsman and Samurai Jack to voice Falnair. You call that a hammer? This is a hammer. And it's bigger than yours. Looking. Yeah, I actually didn't know how far north you actually put where Thalnir is from. But
Oh.
since you said it's like far north,
Yeah.
that's
You're in the northern half of the continent and to the far northeast.
well, that means like Thalnir like traveled a long way to get to where he's at now, because like Port August is like in like the south, right?
It's not the very south. It's on the southern side
Right. Okay.
of the border. It's just not the further south port. I think the furthest
Okay.
one is like more to the southwest from you guys.
The Hobbit one.
You gotta go through like a marsh to get there.
Ooh, that's where Scaly's from. I can't wait to hear that Scaly's freaking backstory.
Oh,
That's gonna be so interesting.
No, Scrumpy. So to give you perspective, the port they're talking about, so small port, is 2 days.
Mhm.
The port
okay,
that
so-
I'm talking about, the farthest south one, is I think I said that like 2 weeks from where you guys are.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty far. Yeah. I like how whenever I drive somewhere, I think about, wow, I wonder how long it took people on horseback to get to this place. So like from like Madison to like Jacksonville or like Tallahassee, it's like an hour and a half.
Mm,
But like it'd probably be like a 2-day journey on like a horse, maybe more.
day and a half maybe.
Yeah. Or like 6 hours to go all the way down Florida. It would take like maybe like a week or two to
Yeah.
get from like.
And it'd be hot as balls the entire fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Unless you traveled on the beach and you just were able to cool yourself off in the water. You know. Oh, that reminds me. Like, I don't, certain things just remind me of like certain like topics. So my plan, if during a zombie apocalypse, if it happened, like say if it was like a Walking Dead zombie apocalypse, you know, slow walkers, whatever, I would get a sailing ship and some people I really trust, and it will just be pirates. You know, we'll stay out on the water away from like zombies and shit and people, and then we'll just like attack people that like posted up on the coast. You know?
So almost like Buccaneers.
Yeah. And like we can just fish for food, you know, just eat fish. Or go to islands like and like get whatever game is on the island. You know?
Mhm. Go to the Keys and
I
hunt
think
the
that I always
deer.
find like stupid though about like zombie apocalypse, like movies or TV shows, is how they always happen to have like fine guns with a certain amount of ammo, or like about enough ammo to help them out with shit.
Right. One thing I liked about Walking Dead though is as the series progressed, the zombies got more and more decayed, which made sense. Because like you have
Mhm.
some like zombie movies where the zombies just stayed like the same amount as decay like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you notice like in the beginning of Walking Dead, like when Rick wakes up, they're still kind of almost human. They're still strong. They broke glass and shit. And then as like close to like when they got to what was that one town called? Like it had like a Greek name. It was the one with the wall around it.
I don't know, dude.
Was it with the
Um,
governor?
No. With
Okay, if it's past the prison, I don't know it.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I stopped. I stopped I stopped watching it the season before Negan came in. So, but no, those zombies ended up becoming more that a lot of them were more bloated. Some of them are like falling apart. You know, it's like there was one in a well that was like super waterlogged and shit.
Oh, that was the
It-
farm. I remember that.
I mean, there's some good episodes up until, throughout it, but then like Walking Dead became more about like after they killed off. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
Dude, it does not
Um,
matter. I've had a lot of it spoiled.
I don't
Oh,
care
okay.
either.
Okay, yeah. So like after they killed off Rick and fucking Carl, I stopped watching it. Like, I haven't even like I watched it in bits and pieces, but as soon as I heard they killed off those characters, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it anymore.
Rick was becoming slowly a bad guy, I think, near the end of his like character.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was like, dude was a fucking killer, man. But he was badass though. But then when like Negan came through, he became like a kind of like a bitch a little bit. And then like I think he went back to be going back to the badass Rick. Because like the Rick that was surviving out like in the wild with all the zombies and the people and everything was like the person you would want to be with. Because you know he protected you, and like you would know he like fucking like just deal with everything and like kill shit.
Well, like, what about like Negan? Like, you were able to match something, like being that he's willing to cross lines in order to protect his people or do what he needs to do to survive.
Yeah, I think
So he probably like was getting scared of that. That's why he was like being a bitch, because being the case of like, I'm slowly turning into Negan.
Yeah.
Like a
Also
fucking
because
psycho.
Negan killed Glenn too. So
Mm.
yeah. I think Negan ended up like kind of like being. I think he was a villain the whole time. I think he ended up kind of becoming like
Talking
part of
about
the
it.
group, or at least
I think
kind
he's
of
like
like
the
a.
new
Villain,
lead.
anti-hero.
One of the new
I think it was.
leads.
Yeah, I think he was one of the new leads, like semi good guy kind of. I'm glad they didn't kill off Daryl. At least I don't think they did.
Daryl, no, I think he's still alive. I think, and Daryl's like one of
Yeah.
my favorite characters. He had a quick,
Yeah, Daryl?
he had a good character arc.
Yeah. Oh god, it was so sad when fucking Beth died right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sucked. Cause him and her got like really close to each other, and then she fucking got shot in the head like right in front of him. So
Is it the same girl who got shot in the head with an arrow? Like it just came through her fucking eye?
no. This one was like that little blonde girl, that young blonde girl.
Oh, okay.
Who? Yeah, she was like. Who was she the sister to?
Glenn's girlfriend.
Yeah, I think so.
She was from the farm. I remember that. I think. Wait, are we talking about something
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, it's Beth. Yeah, she was from the farm. I think she might have been. Yeah, I think she's the younger sister of Glenn's sister. What's it called? Glenn's girlfriend. Yeah. Oh no, I don't think she was. Oh no, she wasn't shot in the head. She got her. She had her fucking throat sliced.
Mm.
That's what it was.
I thought Carol killed her.
Huh?
I thought Carol killed her.
They were like in a hospital, and like she was like trapped there or something because she got kidnapped, and Daryl went to go rescue her, and like one of the women that were in there came up behind her and like, fucking like sliced her throat right in front of Daryl. And of course, you know Daryl,
Being
fucking just broke
Daryl.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke down. I think he might have killed him. I can't remember, but he fucking like he was balling
Yo.
because that was like they grew really close, and that dude, you know, he lost his brother and shit like that, and but fucking
what was it? The I don't know. Walking Dead's weird. Like I was into it for a while and then just kind of fell out of it. It was man.
yeah, I kind of stopped watching it after a while. It didn't interest me anymore. That's when like I started watching Game of Thrones too. Is around that time. And then Game of Thrones fucking let me down with the last season. So like,
Yeah.
so if I ever rewatch Game of Thrones, I watch up until like the second to last season. So like what, season 6? Because I think there's 7 seasons, right? Or is it 8 seasons and the 7th season was the second to last? Can't remember.
I forget.
I think they ended with 7 seasons.
I have no idea.
8 seasons. It's 8 seasons. So yeah, I stop at 7. So in my head, the dragons are still coming. Winter is still coming.
Hey, you know what's the greatest and most brilliant idea they've had? We have this massive fortification that's never been broken in so fucking long. Let's put all our troops on the outside of it.
Right? What the fuck? Yeah, that was fucking stupid. Tactically, like, I hate movies that do untactical shit like that. Like in The Hobbit, when the dwarves made that shield wall, and the elves decide to jump over the shield wall.
For
That
the
was kinda
pikes
dumb.
to get
That-
them? Yeah, that was...
Huh?
I said for
Yeah.
them to just land on fucking pikes? Yeah.
Yeah. Someone took the theme from the Rohirrim when they fucking ran towards the orcs at Gondor, and matched it to the endgame scene where they're running toward Thanos' army,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then vice versa. They took they took the endgame battle theme. You know, when they're all like all the Avengers are lining up,
Yeah.
and like did it for the Rohirrim.
Nice.
And that was pretty badass. And you just see like the Rohirrim just fucking charging to the fucking Avengers theme.
Nice. Fuck. Trying to think now.
What is this notification? What did you tweet? Cerusian tweeted for the first time in a while.
long ass while. It was just a link to this fucking stream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's all it is. Fuck.
Fucking that South Park episode, the Game of Thrones one, where it's a Black Friday and they're trying to
Yeah.
get the new Xbox One and PS4.
So what it was they are the kids were divided. There was the ones
Right.
that wanted PS4 and the ones that wanted the Xbox One. And Cartman was pushing for everyone to get Xbox, and then you had like Stan and Kyle who were like, no, we're gonna go for PS4s. Everybody, get that one instead. And it was fucking hilarious.
And what was Kenny doing? Kenny was like doing something.
He was
I think
Princess Kenny.
Yeah, he was Princess Kenny, but
Princess
what side was
Kenny.
what side was he on? Was he on PS4 or
I
was
think
he
he
like
was with Cartman. I think.
okay? It's like for some reason, I remember that episode, but for like in my mind it was like, was he like with like the Switch or something?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that episode. I just remember the main story beat, and it was Cartman trying to recruit everyone to be on his side.
Yeah, he was manipulating her. Get the fuck out of my yard! You shut the fuck up, old man! I'm gonna call the cops. You're gonna call the cops. You're in my garden. And he's like, don't listen to him. He said this to like the last couple people he had in my garden.
He keeps quoting shit from Game of Thrones, walking around in my garden.
He keeps picking the flowers and shit.
Quit touching my
And them off
shit.
to the other.
Yeah.
Dude, like, Cartman is a fucking like villain, man. Like,
Dude, he set up a plot to kill a fucking kid that pissed him off's parents, and then feed his parents to him. Yeah, he's fucking insane.
he fucking controlled Cthulhu.
Yes.
Like, he can control the fucking what is Cthulhu, like the eldritch god of like fucking insanity or some shit?
No,
Like-
he.
Or he's like the ultimate
The
evil or
fucking
some shit.
Tentacle god. As most people like to see him now.
He's just an old one, or he's just an eldritch god of some sort. I forget what he was
Right.
specifically of. But it's not like he's like the king of yellow. The king. Okay, if we're gonna get into fucking lore, H.P. Lovecraft talk, we can talk about that forever. But
Right.
Cthulhu is a fictional cosmic entity created by H.P. Lovecraft. It is the first introduced in a short story called Cthulhu.
Call of
It's
Cthulhu.
random shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Species, the Great Old One.
And then it's its title, High Priest of the Great Old Ones, the Great Dreamer, the Sleeper of Rylith. But like, like whenever like
Really?
apparent like all the things say whenever he like rises, everyone will like go fucking like insane and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just looking upon it will drive the viewer insane.
Yes.
Isn't there a TRPG or for that?
I've thought about doing a Call of Cthulhu campaign. That would be fun. It's just all percentile rolls.
We would
Right.
definitely need like a shit ton of fucking backup characters for that. You know we're gonna die a lot.
Dude, yeah.
we could.
You
we
are
could
not
do,
meant to survive.
Yeah. We could do what is that new D&D horror game that came out? Well, I don't think it's
Grim Hollow?
D&D. Grim Hollow, yeah.
That's
that-
it's D&D 5th edition
it's-
expansion, essentially.
Okay. Okay.
It's just not from
Maybe-
Wizards of the Coast.
He's the
Yeah.
great grandson of the greatest evil in all the universe, though he himself is not evil.
So here's the
He-
thing.
Evil, it's different. He just evil is subjective, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
For him, it's more of yeah.
It's
you get
it's his
cool
nature.
shit, and then die. That's it.
yeah. It's like kind of like his like it's like his like is it's who he is. It's not his nature. Evil's like something like it's like a human concept, I guess you could say.
It's funny like how much he
Like
blew up.
like
Like it reminds me of like the Slenderman shit. How much that blew up.
oh yeah.
yeah. Because like a mouse would think a cat is evil. Because a cat would kill it and eat it, but that's just what the cat does. You know, it's kind of like what Dragon Dogma talks about. Like, you know, dragons aren't like evil. It's just like our nature, our instinct, or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Oh, some dragons are, not all.
Yeah. No. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So in that Call of Cthulhu episode of South Park, I watched My Neighbor Totoro before that, and that's in that scene where Cartman is on Cthulhu's stomach is a almost copy of that girl on Totoro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They
oh
do
my
that.
god. Yeah, I know they do that. Like, but it just like if I didn't watch Totoro before, like the day before, I wouldn't have caught it.
Yeah.
I just would have thought Cartman was being fucking weird, like he always is. I like the all the superhero episodes, Coon and Friends.
You would love the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, don't they
Oh
have
my god.
yeah, they have the you can play as like the heroes, right? And they have like
Yeah.
super moves and shit. Yeah, I've seen gameplay of that.
I have it.
Look
It's
it.
fun.
Tupperware.
Tupperware is basically like Iron Man.
Right.
That's Token.
The mosquito.
Mosquito is
That-
Craig.
it's-
No.
I thought
Clyde.
it was Stan.
No.
Oh, Clyde.
Clyde is Mosquito. Stan is Toolshed. Mysterion is Kenny.
Kenny.
Where's my
Yeah.
tools at? Oh god, remember
Fast
the
Pass
fucking
is the cripple.
Yeah, there's two cripples.
uh,
There's Professor.
you know-
there's Professor Timmy. Timmy is the one that goes is in the wheelchair. He's and then you got Jimmy. Jimmy is Fast Pass, and he's the one with the walkers.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh my god, do you remember do you remember when Timmy and Jimmy fought each other?
Yes, and Cartman ran around town going cripple fight.
Stan thinks you're
beating the fuck out of each other, man.
Stan thinks you're Stan thinks
Go
you're
ahead.
Pussy.
continuous inspiration in his life. Fucking
I love how freaking the stick of truth. Whenever he's stuttering, you have the option to skip the shit,
Oh yeah.
and if you didn't skip it, it would just keep going for
It
so fucking long.
it keeps going until he gets it out, and it's fucking hilarious.
And fucking cousin Kyle and the superhero one.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
fucking Kyle. I'm
great crowd we got here.
big.
My first my first episode I ever watched of South Park when I was young was the episode with the Scouts where they had the gay Scoutmaster, and when they were coming back from Scouts, Timmy was in the bed of the truck, and all you see was his fucking head bobbling in the back window. I was like, oh my god, they got that fucking kid in the fucking bed of the truck.
Yup.
The first one
Uh,
I saw was when they went to go see that movie where they learned the word fuck for the first time.
Oh, so you wouldn't watch the movie? You watched the movie.
Oh, that's the one where
Blame
where-
Canada.
yeah, the Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. That one, and
God,
Yeah,
mom's
that-
big
that-
fat bitch.
yeah.
That's I think that won an award for the most F bombs dropped in a movie.
But yeah, I had
Why the
the
fuck
scene
not?
in the classroom where like he just Cartman drops for the first time and tells his teacher to suck his balls.
Yeah.
I had that as my
Suck my
ringtone
balls.
in 4th grade,
Dick.
and that went off in class.
That's fun.
Damn.
I was like, like some random person called me and I forgot I have to turn my phone on silent or just turn it off. And I was like, oh, I fucking got. Everyone is laughing. The teacher is pissed off.
Fuck it.
Fuck. You can't say fucking school, you fucking fat ass.
Fat
Hey,
ass.
don't call me a fat ass, you fucking Jew.
Guys,
Did
you
you
just said
say an
fucking.
F word?
Like, my mom
Jew?
was pissed, but I was laughing the whole fucking time. Like my uncle was laughing too.
What about the episode where the dwarf comes to their school and Cartman just keeps laughing at him?
He gets so mad that he actually starts fighting Cartman.
What about when they're
Cartman
on
just beats the shit out of him.
when they're on like Omegle or like chat roulette or whatever? Ew, this guy's 8 inches. He must be a midget. I do not like midgets. They disgust me. Fucking Cartman, man. What's another? Oh, what about the one where that one kid shit himself, and the teachers were trying to get Cartman to come up with a plan so no one would bully that kid for shitting himself. So he made another kid shit himself, and they're like, "No, you can't do that." It's like, "Ah, fine." And then he
Give
just makes everyone
everybody.
shit themselves.
Get everybody.
And then, yeah, and then they just throw Cartman under a moving bus. They fucking try to kill that motherfucker.
What about when Cartman thought that he was dead just because the others were ignoring him because he ate all the skin off the chicken?
Oh my god, yeah.
And he tortures poor Butters, gets the fucking balloon shoved up his ass.
Do
When
you
Cartman had the probe in his ass.
guys remember oh damn, when they were playing Border Patrol?
Oh my god. Yes, Montequillo! Windex Montequillo! Good, Montequillo!
I was like, how the fuck can they get away with so much shit, dude?
See, no, here's how they do it. Here's how they do it. They write a bunch of jokes. They present it to the FCC, right? And they're like, okay, so you can either have this one or this one. And they put the most horrible, horrendous shit in one of them. And then they put up another one comparing the jokes. And they're like, that one's less by comparison, so that's allowed to pass.
Dude, like, but nobody's safe from fucking
No.
South Park though. Like, they go after fucking even
Every
nowadays.
The Simpsons.
They go out. Yeah, they go after the Simpsons. They went after Trump. They went after liberals. They went after fucking Republicans,
Everybody.
Democrat, everyone. Do you know they actually they got death threats from like Muslims for showing Muhammad,
Yes.
or they were going to show Muhammad,
They did it.
and so they had but they had to like censor but like in one of the
Later.
episodes, yeah.
Later episodes they censored him, but like you can go back
Yeah.
and rewatch an older episode and you can see him.
Yeah. Or like they kept him in a truck that one time. He was just in the back of the truck. It's like, how will you know you're the real one? You just gotta trust me.
Fucking, yeah.
I like how the Jesus is like the part of the imagination world.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember those series of episodes. That was really funny. And
Man, bear, pig.
fucking
Oh my god. I
God,
hated that in a Stick of Truth.
he's so fucking annoying.
I fucking hated like the shit with Al Gore. I just ignored him. Like, fuck you. I'm not dealing with your shit.
Fucking Al Gore. He was almost president once.
Al Gore.
Super serial
Oh
guys.
no! It turned out the kid that he killed the parents. That's Cartman's fucking brother.
Yeah, his
Wait, what?
brother. Yeah, because the kid who he force fed like his family.
Yeah.
That's his half brother or his full brother.
Yeah, so
And-
like the father was a football player that came from South Park, and he slept with Cartman's mom.
Oh.
who
And
hasn't slept with his mom?
yeah,
Right. True.
And that's why. That's what. And so like later on in an episode, like the kid comes back and it's like, "You're my brother, Cartman," or like, "He was your father." Like he explains like the whole story. Cartman's like, "No, no." And like it explains kind of like why Cartman's ginger, because like I think the dad was ginger, and like shit like that. I think he was
Mhm.
like, I think he was like a football player for the Broncos, is what it was. But like everyone kept it quiet. Everyone knew about it, but everyone kept it quiet in the
I fucking
town.
remember there was an episode where he went to go see like a shrink or a therapist, and like they're going over like his anger problems.
Oh, it was anger management. Anger management. I
Yeah.
remember.
And the fucking guys are calling him a fucking fat ass like, repeatedly, and Cartman ends up calling his wife or some shit, ends up causing her to kill herself while on the phone with him.
Yep.
Caesar
Made a-
Milan.
Yeah.
Caesar Milan actually reacted to the South Park episode with him. in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I actually
And
watched
it's
that
even
video
how he
recently.
reacts to it, like he was actually involved with the skit, because he talks like he was there.
And he was like, "Oh, this is very accurate." I'm not a fucking dog.
Give me the chicken. Give me the chicken.
Dude, I feel bad for Butters though.
Dude,
Butters
Butters
always
always the
gets-
worst.
Butters is the most
Oh,
innocent
boy.
character, and he just gets fucking fucked over.
I remember our first episode now.
What was
It
it?
was when the kids were like trying to return the Lord of the Rings movie,
Oh,
and Butters ends up accidentally watching a porno instead.
What was the one where they banned fucking KFC and there's like a whole like war about it or some shit? I
Medicinal fried chicken.
think that's what it was. I don't know. It was the one where
Oh,
like all the KFC shut down and like Cartman was going through a fucking KFC withdrawal, and like there's like he was like trying to smuggle. They were like smuggling it in or some shit.
I think that might be it because he was meeting up with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Because in the same episode, I think that's the same episode. Randy gets testicular cancer on purpose so that way he could smoke weed.
Yes. He's fucking jumping on him like fucking.
A bouncy bounce.
Yeah. He just shoves him in the fucking microwave. Didn't like the whole town like do that?
No, he
All the guys did
he
that.
got a bunch of his friends and his
yeah.
boss to do it, which is funny because
Haggerty?
you forget that he's a geologist.
Even though he acts like a fucking drunk most of the time.
Yep.
Hey. I'm Lord, Lordy, Lord.
Yeah, I remember that. Him posing as Lord is fucking hilarious.
There was
PC
only one Cartman, like he's the funniest character easily, but like I always like hate him because how much of a dick he is.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one episode where I felt bad for him. Is when Kyle's dad was like saying a bunch of shit online, and they thought it was Cartman, and they had to bring his laptop, his iPad, his game
Yeah, I
system. And all that.
remember that. I remember that.
That's the only time I felt bad for him. 'Cause it sounded like they were murdering him.
What was the one I just thought of one. I gotta think about it again.
PC principal.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. PC Principal. It was like, who wrote this shit? I'm gonna break their legs.
and
he
it's
did PC
fucking
principal.
Jimmy.
You're gonna break his legs? So,
So PC
Car-
principal, you gonna break his legs? Come at me, bitch.
Cartman tries to threaten him by saying he's gonna be like a pedophile, and then PC Principal just beats the shit out of him.
Yo.
What about when they were playing like what the fuck, World of Warcraft?
Oh, make love, not
Oh,
Warcraft.
God.
I fucking love that episode. It was really good.
Did you see the cosplay of the dude that played that one guy that they were fighting
Yeah,
against?
yeah, yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
Mom, I need to go poop.
Toilet.
Bathroom.
Oh, that's good
Bathroom.
poopies.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, fucking.
horrible.
Can you imagine
After
how
they
that
beat the guy,
basement
they-
smelled?
awful.
Oh,
God
oh my
awful.
ass.
I fucking like. I hate the stigma that comes with like some things that I like. Like I want to collect swords, but then you have that stigma of those fucking neck beards with the fucking fedoras and shit.
See, the thing is like you can collect swords. It'd be cool. And then if you want to practice swords, that's cool. But it's like collecting swords and never and pretending like you know what you're doing. That's the bullshit part.
Oh my god, dude! There was like a Reddit story because I watched like these YouTubers who like read them,
Mm.
and there was like a bounty hunter or security guard, whatever. Like he went to someone's house, and there
Saw
was
that
this, like, yeah, the fucking nerd. Like he's got like a fucking prop replica sword, and it's like I would defend my house to death. And as soon as the guy just breaks in, because he has the right to do that as a bounty hunter, he just fucking books it to his fucking room.
Yo.
Yeah, he was like a bondsman or something.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
a bondsman. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's a bounty.
Yeah, fuck. That's crazy. He fucking pulls out a fucking katana. Didn't
Try
the guy
it.
like didn't the guy like taser him or some shit?
I think he might have.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh, I like that video where it's like that guy and they fucking taser him. He looks at that fucking woman. I'll get you, bitch.
Yeah, because it didn't work. Fucking, it didn't connect all the way, or it just didn't charge up at all, so it didn't affect him at all. Go ahead, tase me. I'll
The
get
other
you,
night-
bitch.
The other night, and the night before, I saw some ladies walking down that way.
God.
I said, "Hey, ladies, don't walk down that way. There's nothing there.
No, no,
And then
no. He's like, no, he said, why are you walking down that
oh, why
way?
are you walking down that way? There's nothing there. And then they flew away. I'm like, oh, them's birds.
It was a bird.
I love the Oblivion NPC dialogue memes. Those are fucking hilarious. Like there was one like "Welcome to the Gayborhood," and it's the fucking woman screaming at that dude.
Oh, I
who's-
saw
who's
that
just,
one. That was hilarious.
This is the Gayborhood, and you're not allowed here.
Yeah, they're doing like
who's-
a pro-church protest or something,
Yeah.
like just
Like-
a notification.
Man, you need Jesus. She just starts yelling.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was
wow,
fucking loud as
that's
shit.
very mature of you. That's why
Mhm.
people don't take you guys seriously. Like a lot of like I'm all for like equal opportunity, all these other things. Do you. Do
Right.
what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. Don't be an asshole. But like when they try to like protect their views by being childish, then you wonder why no one takes you seriously. That's why.
You're not ready for
It's
the big. You're not ready for the a big person talk. You're not ready for the adult talk.
No.
About this shit.
Oh,
I like
that fucking reminds me of a fucking video where like this girl's like coming up on this guy like trying to get him to hit her, and his friend's recording it, but she is clearly like pushing him, punching him before he decides, all right, I had enough, and he finally punches her, and she's like looking to the guy's friend like, did you get that? Did you get that? Like all cocky and shit, being like, she got him. Like, you clearly could see that you were assaulting him first, but
Yeah. He let it get to a point where he couldn't control it no more. You were just asking for it.
Yeah. I like that one, and it proves that some people just don't think, but like other like it just proves like not all like feminists are bad. It was just when it was a guy who was talking about, well, if men can opt out of if women can opt out of having a baby, can men opt out of paying child support? And one woman was like, yeah, that makes sense. And the other girl goes, no. And because she didn't understand that like men are like legally obligated to do it, and one woman was like, that's just how it is. That's just how I think how it is.
No.
And but
That reminds me of, like, I just saw this, like, I think last week, where, a woman was talking about, like, the conspiracy or just the shit of, like, breastfeeding and how women have been dealing with it for 10 years. And, like, everything she was just saying was just so fucking stupid. Like, I was, like, losing brain cells listening to this woman talk.
Hold on.
Like, you could tell, like, the news anchor guy was, like, trying hard not to fucking laugh at her.
Now, what I'm about to say, listen. People can get along. You can be from different faiths, get along, Christians, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, and people can get along. But, so I was at work, and there was this lady who joined us, and we were getting barbecue. She kept asking, like, hey, are we getting pork? Are we getting pork? I'm like, I can tell she's asking because it's like it's not a kosher thing, because she's wearing the Star of David on her necklace. And one of my other coworkers was like, why is it a big deal to you if we're getting pork or not? She's like, it's not kosher, I'm Jewish. I figured that out. I was just going to leave it alone. And he's like, that's the thing I don't understand. You Jewish people and the Muslims, you guys don't eat pork, and you guys have a lot of similar rules and stuff like that. Why do you guys not get along? Like, why are you guys fighting all the time? And she goes, Muslims and Jews don't hate each other. I'm like, madam, I don't know if you understand the current situation that undertakes in the Middle East, but I believe the Jewish nation is constantly under attack,
Yeah. I kind of find that funny. The three religions in the world that originated in the same geographical location
Yeah.
all have the same God. They just have different
Prophets.
prophets. Yeah.
Different prophets and Messiah.
Yeah.
One Messiah.
Yeah, because Christianity had Jesus.
Well, for prophets
Muslims
for
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I meant messiahs. They had Jesus, Muhammad, and then there's and then the Jewish people haven't had theirs yet. That's why.
Yeah, so for the Jews, they had, prophet-wise, they had Moses. And for Christians, they had several different prophets, but their Messiah is Jesus.
Right.
And for which I think it's like the Muslim faith either came around a little after Judaism and Christianity were kind of a thing going around, but they
Right.
had their own prophet, which is Muhammad. And I don't think they have like a savior or nothing. It's just like Allah is their savior or something like that.
Right. Well, Christians also do Moses is included in their prophets.
Well, yeah,
But,
that's
like,
what
a
I meant.
lot-
Like they
but-
share that
Yeah.
because their
Um,
Old Testament and the sacred book of the Jewish religion, which I don't know because I'm not Jewish. I wasn't raised in
Right.
that. Old Testament and
yeah.
their book is the same, almost exactly the same.
Yeah, they just don't follow the New Testament.
The New Testament.
I actually saw a video on a guy who was Jewish, but he was still Jewish, but he ended up believing in Jesus, right?
Mhm.
And it's because like he was like, yeah, all my life I was raised to believe that the New Testament was all like very anti-Semitic and anti-Jew, and like
Mhm.
it's about killing Jews. And then when I read it, he's like, yeah. Then when I read it, it's actually about a Jewish man like, you know, doing the work of God and like loving his people and like doing the right thing, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was raised Seventh Day Adventist, which is Christian, but you know
Yeah,
we
yeah,
follow like a lot of the same tenets as like the Jewish people. So, church on Saturday, don't eat pork, don't eat shellfish. That's why I'm kind of have aversion to some shellfish, is because I wasn't raised on it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm in that like bracket of I'm spiritual,
Mhm.
but I necessarily don't think that God doesn't fucking care what you eat or how you look or what you dress, as long as you fucking treat each other fucking, you know,
Don't be
like
an asshole.
decent people.
With
Don't be an
respect.
asshole. Yeah.
Just don't be an
treat
asshole.
people-
General rule of life. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. Don't kill. Don't cheat. Don't fucking be an asshole. You'll be fucking fine. And you give two fucks what you do. You know, like
Imagine that, like it being like the Ten Commandments, being like, don't kill, don't cheat, don't be an asshole.
Just don't be an asshole, and you'll be fine.
don't be sacred scroll.
Yeah, right. Moses just had to drag it out. He's like, I don't think they're gonna understand. Don't be an asshole. So I'm gonna. Hello. Am I good?
Yeah.
Yes,
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear
alright.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Moses is like, I gotta drag that out. I don't think they're gonna understand. Just don't be an asshole. So let me add some extra shit here. Just general rule, covering all of the Ten Commandments. Just don't be a dickhead. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I Good.
I met one person who like they were pretty cool, and I'm talking with them, and they're like, yeah, well, everyone like, and they're talking about like how silence was invented and it brought like a lot of evil into the world, and that the world is flat because you know they said spread the word of God to all four corners, and I'm like, are you using your religion as an excuse to say the Earth is flat? I'm like, what about all the scientific evidence? What about people who have actually been out in space and saw that it is a globe? It's like, well, there's a dome over top of us, and the world is suspended in water, and the dome keeps out evil beings from other dimensions. And I'm like, the fuck? I'm like,
Okay.
what kind of...
I'm not trying to make an assumption, but I have it's a possibility she was either a Scientologist or just throwing this out there, not Latter-day Saints. What is it fucking called?
Mormon,
Dumbass.
Jehovah
I have
Witness.
no-
Jehovah Witness. That
I
was
have
it.
no fucking censor. I
she
will
was-
just
she was-
call it out as it
they-
is.
You're good.
They were
You're
also-
good, dude. I
they
get
were-
it.
They also said her dad was a teacher, and she was home, and they were homeschooled.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is someone I knew like a long time ago that I met like a while back. I don't talk to them anymore,
Mhm.
but
I was raised in a Baptist family. That didn't do much, so
yeah.
we were really lax in our rules of like just be
Yeah.
nice to people, you know, go to church with great grandparents, and be nice. I never was
But
baptized or nothing,
yeah.
so go ahead.
Yeah. a lot of people, whenever they hear Seventh Day Adventist, it has a stigma to it. Like people think they're a cult and shit.
Mm-mm.
And every church I've been to with Seventh Day Adventists, everyone has been super nice. They're super welcoming,
Mhm.
as opposed to like a lot of other Christian churches that I have been to.
Yeah.
That will give you weird looks and shit like that. Like I went to one up in Carolina, Seventh Day Adventist. I went there. As soon as I walked in, these like couple like of old black ladies come to me. They're like, "Oh hey, how you doing, baby? Like,
Mhm.
how are you new here? It's like if you need anything, we're always in the back after church, and we have plenty of food for you, so you can come back and eat."
Yup.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, thank you guys very much." And
I think
so
the I think it's the fuck, I just said it.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Jehovah's Witness is like the really off-putting one, and I'm not
Well,
sure
there's-
how Mormons are. I think they're welcoming sometimes, but like,
yeah, sometimes they're like super like I mean you saw the South Park episode of the
Yeah.
of the Mormon. So Jehovah Witnesses, they're very strict when it comes to their doctrine.
mhm.
Like I knew somebody who they were Jehovah's Witnesses, right?
Yeah.
And their mom, they found in the church that they were part of, the congregation they were part of, found out that their mother had a child out of wedlock,
Ah.
excommunicated from the church.
Yep.
Yep.
See, and that's the thing is like why I wasn't really raised in a super strict Christian household was I was also born out of wedlock, so like it didn't matter. My great grandparents, they're super religious, but they weren't like, oh, you're gone from the house, you're out of this family thing. They were super
Yeah.
supportive.
My grandparents are really religious, right?
Mhm.
But it's not like a pious thing. You know,
Yeah.
they're not in your face. They're very reserved about it. I mean, of course, they still pray. They follow their religion to like a T. They don't pork, don't eat shellfish.
Yeah.
They rest on the Sabbath. They don't go out and do anything. That all kind of thing. But they're very accepting. They're very of course they don't deny like facts that they know. Like my grandma, like we've talked about, like I asked her as a kid, I'm like, Grandma, do you think aliens are real? And she's like, it's very possible. And she's like, God never said we were the only ones that He created,
True.
and all this other stuff. So she's very open minded. She don't care that I smoke weed or anything because, like I said, she did all that shit when she was in the 70s. So
She got
You
that out of
know.
her system a long time ago.
yeah. Because one time, and because like we were joking around with her, it's like, oh, of course, Grandma, we all know you did like way worse things in the 70s. Just like she waves her hand at us. It was a different time, and we're like, what? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Didn't even deny
oh
it.
my.
No.
Didn't even deny it.
Y'all were joking, and she was like, "Jokes on you." I was actually true.
And her brother, my uncle
Mhm.
calls her a hippie a lot.
Yeah.
So that's funny. No, my family is pretty much like I would only go to church when I was at my grandparents' house. At my own home.
Great grandparents.
My parents didn't really force it because my dad was, I think he grew up either Baptist or Methodist. I can't remember which one it was.
Mhm.
And my mom was Seventh Day Adventist, so they didn't want to fight on which one they were going to. My dad didn't feel like going to church on Saturday, and my mom didn't feel like going to church on Sunday. And so like it was just okay, then we just won't go,
Mhm.
So
For me, I had it to where like I was baptized as Catholic, but I would also go to my mother's
Ooh.
side, which is Christian. So I would like see both sides of the stuff.
Did,
But in the end, I just go to where I don't
Dude.
go to church anymore. I just
Yeah,
live my
same.
life. And,
I have a problem with Catholics, man. Not like as like normal people, just as the religion as a whole, because it's very like, so how they the original like with
Free
Christianity
Lutheran.
and like
Free
Judaism.
Lutheran.
Yeah, and they're like don't be praising false deities. Isn't that what the fucking saints are? because God never said to pray to saints and shit. So, and like the Catholic Church way back in the day, they were very controlling and shit. And
Hey, you
I
can
like,
buy
I
your
don't,
way into heaven, guys. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah,
This is
give the church-
bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. Here's 99 reasons why it's bullshit.
hey guys, get the church some money, or else we're gonna burn your wife and call her a witch. Also crusades.
Like Castlevania.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. I had a similar. My family had a similar situation. My grandfather, he was raised in a Baptist household, and my grandmother, she was raised in a Catholic. And when it came down to it, they're like, when they married and all that, like, oh, so what do you guys want to do? Or what do you guys, do we go Baptist? Do we go Catholic? And they did both for a while, but she preferred going. My grandmother preferred going to Baptist because it didn't take as long. Literally, because like you would have to listen to the whole sermon in Latin, and then listen to it in English, and then do the whole praise thing, like singing hymns and such, and
Right.
that takes forever. So yeah, they.
Every time when I went to church, I was just nodding in and out.
Well,
You know, sometimes I was leaning either on my dad, my mom, or my grandparents, just fucking sleeping.
so when I lived with my grandparents, like from like 2018 to 2020,
Yeah.
I'll go to church with them. I would help out. You know, I'd do like the music. I did the music while this is I know Easy from church. That's
Yeah.
where we met when we were kids, and he would do slides. I would do the soundboard.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it literally lasted from like 11:30, got out at like maybe like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Mhm.
But as a kid, I had to go there early because my grandparents wanted me to go into what you would guys call with Sunday school.
Yeah.
We call it Sabbath school. I fucking hate, because so we'd wake up, we'd get there like 8 o'clock. We do fucking Sabbath school, and then we'd go wait in the church for it to start. It'd start at like fucking like 11 o'clock, and then it'd go all the way until like 2 o'clock. This is because back then, like the guy, he just liked to talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
And so it would just go on till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And as a kid, and I was like fucking 8 years old, you're just gonna fall asleep.
Mhm.
You know, or like we had coloring books. I actually had a fucking like science book I'd read there. It was a book about the Ice Age. So my grandparents didn't really care too much. It was their book.
Yeah.
So, but
I used to hang out in the sound booth at the church a lot and help them out with stuff. I'd get the mics ready and stuff like that and help them just run shit. Because it was interesting. It was something different than just sitting in the pews or in
Right.
Sunday school or whatever.
But because I controlled the soundboard, right, I had to sit there. I had to get there like early, so I get there like around 10 ish,
Mhm.
and we in the praise group would the people who sang the hymns and stuff up front, they would practice,
Mhm.
because they would do the hymns they sung with everyone else, and they'd do their music where it was just them singing
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And so they would have to practice. I'd have to fiddle with the soundboard to make sure everyone no one was overpowering anybody,
Yeah.
or make sure there was no feedback. Some people who sounded too bad, I'd turn them down a little bit, and turn the people who sound good up a little bit. And I just had to like fiddle with it to make sure it was good.
Yeah.
And of course, like each microphone was set for a specific person.
Mhm.
And then like some of them would switch microphones, and I had to fucking readjust it all over again. I fucking hated it.
I attended a private school. It was like right down the road from where I lived, and it was like just a church school, is what it was. That was fun for like the short time I was there. There was a few good moments, but I remember going to that church for like one day, and I think it was a Catholic church I went to. It was alright. And then I went to a Greek Orthodoxy church one time, or actually 2 times, because I went to the same church twice. Once for a wedding, once for a normal praise service. That was long. That was a long service.
Damn. I went to. So my great grandmother, she is Catholic, and she on multiple times tried to convert me and my sister. I think at one point she actually sprinkled holy water on us.
Try to see if you'll burn.
It would definitely for me. I don't have a soul.
No, she actually told my parents that she thought, because me and my sister were super close, because we were really close in age growing
Yeah.
up. I'm 25 and she's like, what, about to turn like 23, 22? I think she's 23. She was born in, I'm 96, she's 98. So, so we were
She's
like
around the
super
same age
close.
as me.
Yeah, so we grew up super close, you know, and my grandma was like, I think they're going to become incest kids.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the, and my mom's
Why?
like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus
is also the
Christ.
same- It's all the same grandmother that pulled me aside, me being in middle school. You know how fucking teenage guys are in fucking middle school.
Yeah.
After school, they just want to fucking be left alone. They don't really want to talk to anybody, and they're tired.
Yes.
And she thought that I was just being rude, and that I was just being like a super rude kid. And she pulled me aside. She's like, no, stop, no, Billy, I love you, but I don't like you. And
fuck?
like she was like telling me all this stuff about like how like I'm like a bad kid and shit. And I just walked outside and stayed outside until my fucking my parents came home. I told them what happened. My mom and dad were pissed at her.
Yeah.
Especially my mom. My dad was angry, but my mom, she never liked my mom because, you know, my mom was different religion or whatever like that, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, my mom was half
This is where you
Asian.
get your
Yeah.
distrust of Catholics. Part of it at least.
A part of it, at least, yeah. And at one point, she took us to the Catholic church, and she was introducing us all things, and she opened like this little compartment up at the front of the church, and she was like, "This is where the essence of God and Jesus is," and she's like bowing to it, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it's a hole in the wall. Of like, okay, and then she's like, "Oh," and like the priest came up, he's like, "Oh, and this is Father." I'm like, I legit said, "He's not my dad." No, that's what we call him. I'm like, my dad. I'm like,
At the private school
was just-
I went to, the fucking one of the teachers, he was a French guy. His name was Father Gregory. He was a father at the church. Oh no, bishop, I think. Instead, either father or bishop, one of the two. He was a cool dude. But we also did a Ash Wednesday service. We were at school, and then we all did Ash Wednesday, and they put the palm frond ashes on our foreheads.
right.
Dude, I remember growing up, like the first time I heard like Ash for like church stuff, my mind went to like fucking Ash from Pokemon.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's so the church I went to, the one I
we're missing
had.
Koji. We need Koji for this conversation, dude.
So
Yeah, you
so
could always do it again tomorrow.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just fucking around, just chilling,
Yeah.
talking.
the church I was telling you about where I met Easy and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a Pokestop. So I'd sit there in church during like when they were singing and stuff, and I didn't have to do anything. I'd fucking spin the Pokestop and like catch Pokemon and shit.
Nice.
Me
Go.
and Easy were trying to turn it into a gym.
Nice. What was it? Koji. He's actually a pastor's son. That was fun. He went from, yeah, go church, and they let him. He was like super controlled on what he could do. Like, wasn't allowed to play like a lot of Black Ops. The first violent game he got to play was Black Ops 2 with like the blood turned off and everything.
Well, that's lame.
Yeah. He had to hide a copy of GTA 5 from them for the longest time.
Oh my god.
And like the only like rock music he was allowed to listen to was Skillet, which Skillet's good. Like I like
It's a
Skillet.
good band, yeah.
It's a good
There's
band.
some good
Solid.
stuff, yeah.
I was surprised to actually find out that they were like Christian rock. I thought
I didn't
because
know
I'm
that.
listening to like Falling in the Black, Comatose, like Whispers in the Dark. I'm thinking like, oh, it's just like cool like rock stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they're not really like they're not a Christian rock band that talks mostly about Christianity. There just happen to be a band that's like pro Christianity. You know?
With their Invincible album, you could kind of see it more in there.
Yeah.
Because they do have a few songs like where it seems like they're very clearly talking about God.
Yeah.
I knew they were a Christian band because my mom listened to a Christian station for like the longest time, and Skillet would always come on there.
I had no idea they were until I was informed by him that they are a Christian band, and that was the only music he was like hard rock music he was allowed to listen to. But being Spotify recommending songs, he slowly got into like Five Finger Death Punch, Avenged Sevenfold, stuff like that. He got in really heavy into the hard rock scene.
Dude, rock is a slippery slope, man.
Dude, it
you
is.
start
It's so
off,
much
you
fun.
start off with something like mellow, with like fucking the Beatles or some shit, and then you just
It's a
like I
slippery
said-
slope, dude. Next thing you do is gonna be heroin and blow off a hooker's tits.
oh, next thing you know, you're gonna be in a mosh pit, fucking high on cocaine and weed, fucking punching a dude next to you.
I had never been
Like
into a
how I
concert,
got
so.
introduced to like music, like rock, was like through my uncle because he played like Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Tool, and eventually I delved
Tool.
deeper to like Breaking Benjamin, Saliva, Sabbath. Like
There you go.
like I started going like further, like
Diary of Jane.
exploring like more of everything.
What was
Um,
it?
Like, I could say like yeah, there's like in each branch of music, there's gonna be always like a couple songs that I will like and enjoy.
Right. So how I got introduced to it, my dad always was kind of like a metalhead and rock guy.
Mhm.
You know, he would listen to like Drowning Pool, Fu Manchu, Alice in Chains, Pantera, all that stuff. And like the rock station when we lived in Sanford. And so like my first memory of like an actual like hard rock song is Bodies by Drowning Pool.
Mhm.
And then it just went on from
I've
there.
actually seen Delta online.
Hmm?
I see like on the side it says like he's online right now.
Oh,
Yo.
and
Yeah, on Discord.
oh yeah. I'm gonna
I
tag
often
okay,
forget
Delta,
like,
join the
who
chat.
he is since like he's a rarity.
Yeah. What's it called? And then like I was introduced to like the Beatles and stuff by my grandmother, and then of course with some of the people I hung out, I was interested into other things like Tenacious D, Death Claw,
Tenacious D.
fucking Lamb of God,
Lamb of
fucking
God.
As I Lay Dying, and then other stuff I discovered through like Pandora and Spotify.
Yeah.
Of course, like during my emo phase, that's when I came out. Well, not really emo. I was more like grungy emo because I didn't go like all full emo. I didn't go full goth. I was just kind of like in the middle.
Grunge.
So, yeah, I was grunge. Yeah, grunge. But
punk.
yeah, I was like punk. Yeah.
Similar.
But I kind of went more towards like kind of like the emo kind of ish kind of like.
The darker
thing.
stuff.
Yeah, and so because that's where like I get my 3 Days Grace. I don't listen to
Yo.
Black Veil Brides no more. But and then like Avenged Sevenfold, shit like that.
The standard
then-
affair.
Sum 41, Blink 182,
Ah.
The Who, The White Stripes, fucking what is that? Oh my god.
You're gonna
I
die
know the
with this.
band, and it's pissing me off that I can't think of the name. Same old story. What if I say that one?
No
Fuck,
idea.
what is the band? Oh fuck. Fuck, I'm gonna look it up. You're the Pretender. Pretender.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. That's what. God, why couldn't I think of that fucking name?
So, so the guy who killed. Never mind.
Yeah. He was the
Drummer from
that-
Nirvana.
Nirvana. Yeah. So yeah, like Nirvana. Like my music taste is fucking all over the place. I'll go
Same.
from classic metal, fucking heavy metal, fucking death metal, rock, classic rock, reggae, old school rap. I like fucking soundtracks to movies. I like fucking bluegrass. I like folk music.
Oh,
I
you
like
folk music?
I'm starting to get into some folk music.
I'll,
I
if you
wouldn't
need
be
some
able to.
recommendations, I got you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say with what bands or what, but when I think of folk music, like like it would come on like I can't think of
It's
them
not
right
your
now,
standard
but-
new country music. It is
right.
good country music. It is not the
Yeah.
trash that comes out now.
Yeah, kind of like bluegrass. So like, I don't know who. I'm just going to like name some people that I think are like kind of like between like bluegrass and folk music.
Mm.
So it's like Dylan Hodges, was it the Dead South?
Yep, that
They're
was one
kind
of
of like
them.
bluegrass. The Dead South. Who's that one guy? He was in Buster Scruggs. He does a cover of Willie Watson. Willie
Mm.
Watson's pretty good. Stuff like that. I like bluegrass, so I like Blue Moon of Kentucky. That comes from my grandfather and my dad. They like bluegrass too.
Oh.
Like Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. I also get that from fucking King of the Hill when fucking Boomhauer was singing that shit.
Fucking Boomhauer.
So I like reggae. I get that from like my uncles, and kind of like when I was going through like my surfer thing, I would listen to like Dirty Heads. I started
Dirty
getting
Heads.
into
Yep.
Damian Marley, Bob Marley, Stephen Marley, Peter Tosh, Bushy One String. I recently got into him like a few year or two ago with the fucking Chicken in the Corn video. And then you got Iration, you got Sublime, you got
Sorry.
Iration, Sublime. Hold on, I got like a whole playlist of beach tunes. Well, I called it beach tunes. Now the playlist is called Baked.
Nice.
So it's like Dirty Head. It's Sublime.
I got a funny story about a Sublime song.
Michael Franti and Spearhead. Trevor Hall. I love Trevor Hall. He's a good artist.
Mm.
Dispatch. Ballyhoo. Slightly Stupid. Now some of them aren't technically reggae. Some are reggaeton. Some are like but like in that kind of like genre of like coastal beachy, pothead kind of music.
Yeah.
Citizen Coat, Pepper, Bob Marley, Damian Marley, Stephen Marley, Wailing Souls, Culture, fucking The Green, just like all like
Mm.
Tribal Seeds, just that kind of stuff.
Quick pause. I like how the evolution of this conversation went. We talked about the game a little bit.
Right.
We talked about Godzilla and all the monsters and stuff like that. We got into Cthulhu a little bit, and then jumped right on the track of
Right into religion.
deep into religion.
I was debating
bro.
on for like a second there, like just jumping in, being like, and future note for anyone who's watching this podcast, everything we're saying is just bullshit that we're just thinking and feeling. None of this is
It's
official.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
We're just on extreme of consciousness right now, okay?
Like we're just fucking around. This is not gonna be
Yeah.
anything serious.
2 of us are sober. 1 of us is drunk.
A little bit.
Oh, trust me. If I was baked right now, I'd be talking. I'd be like pushing out fucking like I can still push out like conspiracies and shit. I just gotta think about them. But when I'm fucking high, like they just come to me for some fucking reason.
With the conspiracy of OJ.
Well, no. Well,
Listen. I wasn't saying I did it, but if I was the one to do it, I would have done it like this.
oh fuck. I don't know why this reminded me of it. Maybe because of the way you're talking. I don't know.
Oh, no.
But I saw a thing that said R. Kelly was gonna come out
Oh, no.
and like rat on all the celebrity and like high profile like pedophiles.
Well, there's another Jeffrey Epstein about to happen.
And someone said, somebody commented like, I'm just gonna say this before anything happens. R. Kelly did not kill himself.
Yep.
I'm like, goddamn. So.
Ooh.
I was actually in high school, my freshman year.
Mhm.
I was friends with these couple of guys that were in my art class, and we were actually planning on creating a band.
Yeah.
We
I
it was my
feel
fir-
like every guy goes through that phase.
Yeah, but we actually went pretty far, and we just couldn't like actually go through with it because one of them, Loki, he was actually really good at playing guitar. Um, and then Sage, he was going to be drums, and then like I was we was going to be a death metal band because I was actually I'm still kind of am. I could do like the death growl really good.
Mhm.
I can't scream, but like I was like, yeah, I can learn how to scream. And then all we needed was like a rhythm guitar and a bassist, but we couldn't find anyone else to join, so that's why we kind of like gave up on it. Plus Loki moved, so
Had a couple buddies that did that. One's a really good drummer. The other one could play some guitar. It was a matter of finding people to do lyrics and like the singing part and the bass.
yeah. Yeah, we were planning on being like a death cover band for a bit until we could figure out like how to write like our own shit,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it just never panned out. Which sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah, man.
I kind of wish in high school more people like would have like asked me to like smoke with them, because I would have like honestly probably would have been down. But now thinking, right now I think I would have been down. But when I actually think about it, I was kind of stuck up back then, so I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would be like, oh no, I'm not gonna do weed.
I would have
But-
been like no for the reason of I have to drive everyone. So I
Right.
can't get high, I can't get drunk. I'm like the only person with a license here. So no.
I only drive after I smoke after I've come down a bit, and I'll drive when I'm still buzzed, but it's to the point to where I can still drive, coherently and not be weird, because like when I lived at my grandparents' house, I didn't feel comfortable really smoking at their place,
Mm-hmm.
so I would either go to guest parking, which was kind of like a little ways down from the house, in my Honda, and just smoke with and I just hotbox the car.
Mm-mm.
Or I would go to the hospital down the road and go to the top floor of the parking garage and smoke up there.
Nice.
So that's fun. Did I tell you guys about when I did the first time eating an edible? What my cousin made me watch.
Mm-mm.
No.
My buddy gave me this edible cookie, pretty big too. It was a decent sized cookie, and I ate the whole thing. And I'm sitting there, it's starting to kick in and shit. And I didn't realize, I didn't notice it at first, but my cousin puts on a movie, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll watch something. I'll look at it, and it ends up being fucking Coraline.
Oh shit!
And guess what? This was my first time watching it. I
I
never watched Coraline because it never really interested me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that opening, and it, like I started like peeking, like my eyes started peeking, and it was the scene, like the fucking hands putting together the fucking doll. I'm like, what the fuck? This is creepy as shit. And it was fucked. I'm like, you're never picking movies again when I'm fucking stoned like that. And then of course when I fucking did acid, I played Doom Eternal. So
Good job.
I only played it for like 10 minutes. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't, like, I wasn't able to like coherently play the game. I was just all over the place. So instead I watched like all those videos on YouTube, like when you look up videos to watch, like
Super
trippy
fucking
videos
high.
to watch. Yeah, it was those, and those are actually pretty cool.
I fucking I looked at my coworker on Friday and I was like, "Hey, dude, you want to hit the trifecta?" Or did you guys hear that?
You cut out.
All
a
I heard
little
was
bit.
like, "Do you want to hit?"
I'm
this?"
like, "Dude, you want to hit the trifecta this weekend?" He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "LSD, shrooms, and acid." All at once.
Well, LSD and acid are the same.
Are they?
But yeah, no, yeah, they are.
I'm
It's just
fucking
different
stupid.
names.
I don't know that.
Yeah, It's yeah, it's just different names for them. Acid, I think, is the slang term, and LSD is the abbreviation of what like the chemical
Chemical
is.
formula.
He drank
Mhm.
a gallon of LSD.
Mhm.
A
Now you could
literal gallon.
now you could do LSD, shrooms, and DMT.
DMT.
The DMT, I heard. I want to try DMT kinda after
And then
hearing Joe Rogan.
Come down with ketamine.
Ketamine.
Horse
Fucking-
tranquilizer.
Fucking Yoda on ketamine. No, but after hearing Joe Rogan talk about DMT and how it's like almost akin to like a religious experience, because like I'll try it, right? But only if I'm in the right state of mind, if I'm around people I can trust, and I know where it's coming from. That's how I was with acid. I knew where it was coming from. I was in a good state of mind, and I was alone in a place I was comfortable in, and I just kind of chilled with my headphones on, watching YouTube on my PS4.
Nice.
Weed, got introduced to it from my army buddies through the vape juice, and then I came home and my sister smoked with me for the first time, and that's how I got introduced to it. And I had a good guy that I got weed from. He always give me discount, good shit, like really like good strains. I had like all the little purple hairs and orange hairs, and like it was super like one nug would like roll up like 3 or 4 joints. It was like just dense, and so like that. So that's how it would be. I'm not going to go near like the hard shit. I'm going to stay away from coke. I'm going to stay away from heroin and meth and all that shit because that shit fucks you up. That shit is not that shit is not good for your mental state. It's not good for your health. You know, it's
I was at like a buffet with my grandma and my grandfather, and I had a powdered donut, but I saw like a lot of it like came off. So I grabbed like my school ID and I'm chopping it up into lines like in the movies. And they're looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I took a picture of it and I sent it to like who I was dating at the time, being like, "Hey, what is this? Like Coke lines, like powdered sugar, or like just like something
Flour.
else?" Yeah, flour. And they were like, they showed their family. They were gonna like debate. They were debating on breaking up with me that fucking day.
Jesus Christ.
oh my god. Me and my cousin would like challenge each other to snort up different things as kids. And so like it'd be like we'd be at Burger King, it'd be like salt packets, pepper packets,
Oh.
or like one time he actually took like Coke up in the straw and like snorted it in his nose. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. I could not do stupid shit like that.
I can't do it anymore though.
One of my.
I saw.
Okay.
No, you can go.
One of my classmates back in middle school was like, bet you can't snort all this Smarties. I'm like, go for it, dude. He crushed up a bunch of Smarties, snorted it, and he was like, it burns so much. I shouldn't have done that.
So me and the army buddies one time after we went to like came back from like the field or something, we went to a hibachi grill for someone's birthday. I can't remember whose birthday it was, but we're sitting there at the hibachi grill, and I'm sitting next to a guy, and like we got along, but like we didn't get along because he was an asshole. And I'm like, hey, Seaton. He's like, yeah, what? I'm like, bet you won't take some wasabi and snort it.
Oh no.
And you go, and I go, and so in the army, you you either say no balls, or in the army you say Manchester, which is kind of like the same thing. And I go Manchester, and he goes bet, and he fucking does it, and he looked, and his girlfriend's like, don't do it, and he does it, and he's like, I shouldn't have done that, fucking hurt.
No shit, it fucking hurt. It's wasabi. Wasabi.
Dude, that dude is
Same old. What's up with you?
Cool.
The Cars movie, the second one I think with Mater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
that's some
wasabi.
good,
You're like,
that's some mint ice cream, isn't it? I want some of that.
Pistachio.
Oh, pistachio, that's what it was.
It's all good.
Ugh, pistachio ice cream, that sounds fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I tried it and it tasted nasty as hell.
Yeah, I like pistachios, but like, I don't understand how some people don't like mint chocolate chip. It does not taste like toothpaste. I guess that's people who just don't like mint, you know?
I
Well,
just-
it actually depends on. 'Cause I noticed like as a kid, like I just loved like all sweet things. I hated bitter shit. Like I hated onions. I hated like fucking coffee or whatever. But as I got older, I'm like, okay, I like coffee, like just
Right,
taking it
you're-
black, or I like onions on my burgers, like grilling them up and all that shit.
Oh, dude, onions are good as fuck, dude.
I love
didn't like
onions.
tomato-
Onions don't like me.
but onions actually get sweet once you go like caramelize them and shit.
Some of them,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
one
but
thing I like.
the picture that I posted earlier with that burger, I actually had like some onions like in the egg.
Mm. My favorite thing to do if I have it is so like I haven't had onions in a while. I just haven't gone to the grocery store and got them. I usually do. I usually have onions and garlic. What I like to do in the morning sometimes if I have leftover rice from like dinner when the
Dinner.
rice cooker dinner. So I hiccuped when I said that.
You're fine.
For dinner so I'll take the rice out of the rice cooker. But I'll chop up some onions and crush some garlic, saute it real quick in the pan, and then throw in some butter, and then throw in the rice, and then I'll just saute all that together. Of course, some little oil, and then salt, pepper, and then throw in an egg, scramble. Well, I usually scramble the egg first. Throw in the scrambled egg, and then some soy sauce. Boom, you got some breakfast fried rice.
Nice.
Sometimes you don't have to do fried rice if you just want a more breakfast. Soy sauce kind of makes it more like dinner tasting because it's more savory.
Mhm.
But yeah, breakfast fried rice. Sometimes you can throw in like sausage or like chicken or like hot dog. I've seen my grandfather do hot dog. That's like a Filipino thing for some reason. I remember a lot. This is definitely a struggle meal, but as a kid, I had it a lot from like my mom and my grandparents. It's just cut up hot dogs with plain white rice.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's a good meal. And honestly, that's what I might do tonight for
That fucking
fucking
reminds
dinner.
me, as a kid, like I would like cut up hot dogs and then I'll heat them up in the microwave and I'll throw them in with like the ramen cups, like while they're making.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
It was all good as shit to me. It's just like the chicken and the taste of the hot dog mixing together.
I like putting caramelized onions on my hot dogs. That shit's good as fuck.
Hmm.
My cousin though, he once got out. So I made hot dogs one time, and this is after he learned how to make tuna salad. So you just put the tuna, the mayo, salt, pepper, relish, what have you,
Mhm.
and he would put it on fucking hot dogs. He'd take a hot dog, bun and all, and then put fucking tuna fish on top.
Oh.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
So
He's
like,
it's like,
it's like a chili dog, but rather than chili, it's like fish.
yeah. I make good chili too. If we all ever like get together, that's what I might make is I make a fucking big ass pot of chili.
I can do some tacos.
Instead of using ground beef, I do meat chunks.
Yeah,
or
my mom does
strips
that
of-
too.
And I usually use bison. I use bison steak. I'll cut it up. I'll saute it. Brown it real quick. Put it in the pot. I use beans. Usually kidney beans.
As long as you don't
and
put
then-
baked beans in chili, you're fine with me.
Yeah. My sister actually puts black beans and kidney beans in her, and actually comes out really good.
That's my favorite way of doing it. Black beans, kidney
Um,
beans.
So I use the kidney beans. I get the Rotel. It's the tomatoes with green chilies. Put that in there. Some spices, of course. So like I get, instead of chili powder, I get the Mexican chili powder. I get smoked paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, and then I get the chipotle peppers and adobo sauce.
Yeah.
That little Goya can. And the first time I made it, I put the whole damn can in there.
Ooh, fuck.
Made it spice. It was good, but spicy as shit. All my buddies ate it. Like there was no chili left. There was like maybe like
That
enough
sounds
for one bowl.
Fucking amazing.
And we gave it to the dude who was on fucking desk duty that night. And it was like the night after too, so it was even better. So like after that, I've dyed it down by putting it like 2 or 3 peppers in them. I'll take the peppers, I'll chop them up, throw them in there, and then I'll take like maybe a teaspoon of the sauce that's in it and put it in there. And then I'll just let it slow cook. I either put it in a crock pot or just on a pot on the stove and just let it cook, and it comes out fucking good. And I like cooking cornbread in a cast iron skillet
Yeah.
with bacon grease. Fucking good.
Hey, Corey, you're from like, not Indiana, but like around that area, right?
What?
What?
Whoever said Indiana?
I said Indiana. I was asking if like you're from around that area. Like you're from
No,
Illinois.
Chicago, all the way.
Chicago, Illinois.
Aggie.
All the way.
No, I was just clarifying, because my stepmom's from around that area, Indiana mainly, but like just one state over. Anyways, the fact of the matter, what I was trying to say was, what do you call soda? You guys call it soda, or you guys call it pop up there?
I call it whatever. Like as a kid, I used to call it pop.
Mm,
As I got older, I called it soda. But occasionally, I still call it like soda or pop or soda pop together.
okay.
And out here in the South, we just call it Coke.
Or soda.
Yeah, or soda. Yeah, I usually say soda. If it's just like the actual Coke, I'll say Coke.
Yeah, if it's Coke, it's Coke.
Mhm.
But if it's fucking anything else, soda.
Yeah. Yeah, soda. Sody water. Look at him. What off-brand sodas or pops do you prefer to the name brand? Like, if you had to drink off-brand soda, which ones would you choose? So I know they got like RC
Squirt.
and Tech. What's that?
Squirt.
Yeah, Squirt, RC.
RC's good.
Yeah, RC's good. My mom.
Because
would
like
get-
with RC, it's like it's just 99 cents. But buy like
Yeah.
7 of those bitches, you're good for a party.
My mom would get whenever we have a party. My mom would get like Czech Cola, and it'd be like Dr. Thunder or Mountain Mist and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh,
From Aldi.
Yeah.
No,
Walmart.
she got it from She got it from Winn-Dixie.
Oh yeah, no, that's when Dixie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all she had. That's all we had. It. We had in Madison. We had for groceries or for stores. We had Winn-Dixie, Food Lion that turned into a Harvey's that turned into a Pick and Save.
I've not heard
um,
that name in a long ass time. Fucking.
And
Food
then we
Lion.
had a Fred's, we had a Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and that was really it. And then of course convenience stores, and then that was really it. The Winn-Dixie's still there,
Mhm.
but
Dude, fucking
the
Food Lion. I haven't heard
Food
that
Lion, yeah, they shut down, and then it got turned into Harvey's, and then that got shut down.
name. For a minute there, I thought you were about to say Piggly Wiggly as well.
There used to be a Piggly Wiggly in there, but it shut down like way long before I moved there,
Yeah.
and it got turned into the Farmer's Home Furniture.
Mm.
That's where I worked. That's not a bad job. You just put together furniture, put it out on the floor, or get the furniture ready and deliver it to the house. What I hate is when people fucking buy furniture, but they didn't bother measuring it for their doorway. And so they'd get these giant ass freezers, and then we had to get it into a fucking trailer. Or we had to get a pull-out bed, a pull-out couch. I mean,
Mhm.
with the
Futon?
fucking bed. Yeah.
It's like a futon.
But that thing's heavy as shit. That thing's like maybe almost 200 pounds, and we had to get into this small ass trailer. And we took like we could not figure out how to get this thing fucking in. We finally got it in. His pain in the ass. And I'm like, I looked at her and she's like, wow, that was hard to get in. I'm like, yeah, good luck getting it out.
That reminds me of my job when I was working at Lowe's. I was a loader. I had to load this guy's Prius with a unbuilt smoker, and it was like a pretty big smoker, so the box was longer than the back seat.
Oh my god. Oh god, I hate that. That happened to me a few times. I put together this fucking grill you know, it's like a cylinder grill. It's like a smoker.
Yeah.
It's made by the company Char Grill.
I know.
and-
Yeah, I know that one.
It's the smaller one, right? So it's not
Mm.
that big. Maybe it can fit like a brisket on it, right?
Yeah.
And this guy is like, yeah, put it together for him. He's gonna pick it up. He wants to put it together. Okay, I put this thing together. He pulls up in a sedan,
Okay, goody.
and he's like, oh, can you fit it in the trunk?
No.
And I'm like, we can try. You try to fit it in the trunk. I'm like, here, let's do this. I just put it grill side, or I either put it feet side in or grill side in. We closed the truck, and then we took that it's like a cord or like rope that you can get. It's like
yeah,
it's like yellow.
cheap
It's
tie off rope. Yeah.
it's like the orange one, the nylon one.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I just tied it off, made sure it was good. I was like, all right, man, I hope you're not going for it. No, I'm just going down the road. It's fine. I'm like, all right. Well, good luck. And like,
my store, we weren't allowed to tie off anything. We were allowed to provide them rope and stuff, but we were not allowed to tie
This
off anything.
podcast is officially past the D&D session in time.
Probably.
damn. I'm not
So-
even tired because I slept till 6 o'clock at night.
I'm,
So,
I'm slowly like feeling like myself like nodding, but like I'm still like kind of awake.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
that same thing.
I could probably fall asleep if I got comfortable.
I love how you
Um,
said you're gonna fix dinner, and it's like 4 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I meant for like later on today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
He's
I have-
making Brenner.
yeah, because I have like a bunch of stuff I could make, but a lot of it needs milk. Like some of it needs milk, and I ran the milk. Like we had like maybe like 2 cups left, and it expired. So
Mm.
because it's in the back of the fridge, and I completely forgot about it. So like stuff on like hamburger helper, mac and cheese needed milk,
Yeah.
cereal, you
gotta
know.
wait till the 15th.
So I have plenty of hot dogs, but I ran out of bread and buns and shit.
That's cool.
Rather just slice up those hot dogs and mix them in with your eggs.
Or I'm just gonna do hot dogs and rice, like I said, like the struggle meal. Like honestly, the one day when I was eating that when I was a kid, I had ketchup for my hot dogs, and some of the rice got in the ketchup. Like, oh shit! And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, and I ate it. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually fucking good.
I fucking remember there was this guy in another server where apparently he did mac and cheese and he would add ketchup to it.
Yep. Done it.
And one
It's
guy
alright.
was just giving him shit for it the entire
You know-
time.
You know, it's really
And
good.
I was like,
Uh,
I fucking tried it and it wasn't that bad.
It's pretty
No,
good.
I'm sure it's not that bad because I eat I'll dip grilled cheese in ketchup. It's just the same with dipping grilled cheese in tomato
Soup.
Tomato soup.
soup. Yeah. Someone like looked at me weird when I did that. I'm like, don't knock it till you try it, dude. When I make grilled cheese, instead of using just butter for the bread, I make up some garlic butter and put it on there instead.
Instead of
You can also-
mayo.
Yeah, you can use mayo too.
I use
I was
mayo.
just about to say that. Yeah. Sometimes when I cook burgers, I'll actually like I'll spread mustard on it,
Mm.
like on the patties, and then season it, and it actually gives it like a good crust. Surprisingly. What else? Have you ever guys made yourself like a butter burger?
No, I don't think I have.
It's like where you cook the patty with butter, and then you toast the bread, and of course, you know, in the butter in the pan,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get some onions, and then when you go to assemble the burger, you put more butter on the buns, and then you assemble it. So it's like something Wisconsin does a lot. And you can get it at Steak and Shake. So if you ever go to Steak and Shake, try the butter burger. It's fucking delicious.
Ooh, have you tried Culver's yet?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good. They're fucking great.
What is it called?
Culver's. It's like a.
Culver.
I think it's better than Steak and Shake. Like Steak and Shake's cheap, really cheap. It's great
Right.
when you're drunk as shit and need quick food. However, the one in my town, dude, it took fucking 2 hours to get our food.
When the Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Damn.
Are they
I've
busy?
never been.
No.
I've never been to a Steak and Shake like that. I always get my food fast as fuck at a Steak and
Well,
Shake.
like there's like only like 3 or 4 people working, and they
Yeah.
have drive-through, and they had a bunch of kids order food, and one of their plates is about to come out, and they just left. Like they're like, fuck this, we'll go somewhere else. And
Damn.
the food was coming out, and me and my buddy were sitting there, and like, you guys want this? Sure.
There's this place down in Delray Beach. Been there since like the fucking 60s. It's like it's one of those restaurants that the only inside part is the kitchen, and you sit outside. It's called Doc Soft Serve.
Oh.
But of course they serve more than just ice cream. You know, they got burgers, they got hot dogs, they cook it all right there. It's all like fresh meat. They got foot-long chili dogs.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
So
I fucking love that place.
there's one in Benel, which is right next to Palm Coast. It's called Bantam Chef, and that's the original one. And that's some good fried fish, dude.
Nice.
Like you get a
Uh,
pound of fried flounder on a sandwich for like
Ooh.
$4 maybe.
I actually recently cooked up some fish.
Oh yeah.
It was pompano.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just fried it up in some batter and stuff.
It's good.
I like to take, so like my grandfather will give me fish, and I actually have 2 pompano right now in the freezer that is just the bodies, gutted, no head. And the best thing to do with those is just throw them in the oil and cook them, like, you know, salt them a little bit and then just throw them in the oil, skin on and everything. What happens is the skin crisps up and it cooks really fast. And I usually just like to take the meat off the bones, and I dip it in vinegar that has chili flake, pepper flake, red pepper flake, garlic, and salt mixed in. And that's really good. Like, I usually eat it with rice, whatever.
What is it called?
Do you know of a restaurant? I think it's only in Tallahassee, but it's called The Wharf.
No, never heard of it.
They had a food truck that would come to Madison, and it was like right down the street from my sister. So whenever I hung out with her and smoke, we go to The Wharf and get it. Oh, they had the like fried catfish with the hush puppies, and it was fucking delicious, especially when you're fucking baked. This shit was good.
Fucking Scrumpy. That Bantam Chef place, they have these like fried cheesy tater tots.
Ooh.
That shit's good, bro.
You know what I found that I liked? We had this Chinese restaurant in Madison. It was all right for a Chinese restaurant in Madison. But they had these crab ragoons. You know, it's like the triangle wontons with the cream cheese inside.
Yes.
Oh, those are so fucking good at
love
that
those
place.
things.
Oh my god, they had good ass black pepper chicken and bourbon chicken, and
Yeah.
their egg rolls were good, but they're like kind of greasy. But the egg rolls themselves would just fill you up. You know, like that was something you'd save for later, like if you were hungry, and you just eat the egg roll. I found a good sushi place around here that delivers with Uber Eats. I've had like the roll with eel on it and shit.
So there's this sushi restaurant in St. Augustine that I used to go to a lot. It's called Fusion Point,
Okay.
and they had this deal on Friday. It was like buy 2 rolls, get like a third half off.
Okay, nice.
It was nice. But they had this one called a smoked eel roll.
Ooh.
So it was like a normal sushi roll, and then on top they would put an extra piece of
The
like
smoked eel. Oh my god.
smoked eel, but they would take a blowtorch to it so it would be nice and warm.
Oh, that sounds fucking good.
Dude, that shit was fucking great.
Did it have the eel sauce on it too?
I think it might have. I'm not entirely
just-
sure.
It's kind of like it's almost like soy sauce, but it's a bit thicker and a little like sweeter.
Yeah,
It's,
I think it
it's
might
not
have.
it's not a it's like almost like a seafood teriyaki sauce is how I
Mm.
describe it. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking good. Good sushi places are kind of hard to find sometimes. Because you know you can have some bad ones and then you'll have some good ones, and the good ones are usually expensive as all hell.
This place wasn't that bad. It was like
No.
for a
Well-
roll, it was like $4 maybe.
Okay, but like with me though, in my opinion, like you get what you pay for, especially with sushi. I'd rather pay for expensive sushi, and then pay for bad sushi and get sick,
Yeah.
or cheap sushi and end up getting sick. Cheap sushi. If I know if the cheap sushi place has good ratings, I'll eat there.
Mm. Yeah, well, this
No.
place was fucking great. I loved it.
There's this
There
one.
was the spot that I went to with my first girlfriend, where it's like some sushi spot with a bunch of her friends. They had like this. You pay $20, and you get like all the sushi rolls that you could get like on like because it was like a buffet thing.
Yeah.
But if you got too many, for every sushi roll you didn't finish, they charge you $1.
Ooh.
My dumbass, because I didn't know how many they were gonna give you. I thought it was gonna be like 4 pieces, but no, they gave you 8. I got it in 64 fucking rolls, and I
Damn.
killed about 48 of those bitches.
Nice.
They let it go, being the case of like, oh, this is my first time like ordering there, so I didn't know. It was like,
Mm.
even though like my girl at the time, she knew and she warned me ahead of time, but I was a dumbass and didn't pay attention. But
So
I hated
there's-
that our waiter, he was like eyeing me, so he would stand by the bathroom thinking I was gonna run and go throw up.
Hmm.
I was like, this son of a bitch, fuck off.
What's it called? There's so when I was living in Fort Bragg, right outside the gate, like maybe half a mile down the road,
Mm.
there is this sushi restaurant called Umami,
Mhm.
and
That's
it
the
was
same
pretty-
one.
Is it?
Yeah.
And of course, you know they had all the sushi and stuff, but they had this really good seaweed salad, that I love.
Mm.
and it was like this like seaweed. It wasn't like the kombu seaweed, the flat one. It was like these like kind of noodle like
Mhm.
seaweed that were kind of like almost clear, and they soaked it in soy sauce.
Mm.
It was it was pretty good, but it was expensive as hell. What else? I need to find a good Euro place here in Jacksonville.
No idea.
I
Can't
have-
help you.
Yeah, I know. Fucking, it's been a while since I had a good one.
I've never had
Uh,
one, so I have no way of knowing.
You've never had a Euro before?
Mm-mm.
They're fucking good, man.
Dude,
Uh,
find a spot, and they're good.
Yeah, it's just pita bread. It usually has some like lettuce and stuff on it and onions,
Mm.
and then it's like the beef and lamb or just lamb, or sometimes you can get chicken, and it's
Yeah.
like so you know how you have those Greek or Middle Eastern restaurants, they have that big cylinder
Spit.
of meat that cooks
Yeah,
and they
shawarma
like fucking
almost. Yeah.
yeah, like shawarma, yeah, and that's what that's kind of what it is, and it's on pita bread and it has like this sake sauce on it, and it's just eaten like almost like a taco
Yeah.
kind of.
I've seen them. I've just never had it myself. And we kept joking with our teacher in aerospace, like, dude, when are we getting our shawarma party? Because he explained to us the delightful joys of shawarma and how good it tastes, and just never gave it to us. It was fucking great.
Yeah. Fucking, no. What I hate, my cousin calls fucking gyros. I fucking hate it. He goes, yeah, let's go get some gyros. I'm like, you mean euros?
Euros.
It's like, yeah,
It's
yeah.
either Euros or Gyros.
Gyros.
Yeah, I think the proper Greek pronunciation is euros.
Mm,
Uh,
I have no clue.
because like I think there's like this Greek lady on like some cooking show I was watching, and she cuts to her like during interviews like, "Listen, America, it is not gyro, it is euro." I'm like, oh, okay, okay, oh, ma'am.
Me, the smartass. How the fuck do you make the G sound like a fucking H?
Greek.
Yeah,
I know.
it's.
I'm Hispanic. Like, dude, we fuck with the letters too.
No, I get it.
I mean, just look at
But-
the dude. The English language is fucked. That's like, like.
Majorly.
Have you seen? Have you seen the one? Is like if you read red as read, you have to reread red as. I'm just like,
Please stop. No, you're hurting my brain.
and then like in the bottom, it's like someone like that meme of that fucking person like crying, but they're angry, and it's like people just trying to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the meme about Hero Forge I posted in? Wait, did I post it in memes or did I
I
put?
saw
Okay.
it. What's in general now?
No, it was in memes. I thought I posted it. In
I was just
general.
looking at what's in general. Was all.
Oh yeah. Have you guys ever had a fried turkey for Thanksgiving?
I think once.
Pretty good. You got to do what I like to do is I get like this it's called like Everglades seasoning or some shit like that. And it's like an injectable thing you can inject into the turkey, and then you just fucking deep fry it in that bitch in peanut oil. Fucking good. I think that's what I'm having Thanksgiving at my sister's place this year because she just got her and her boyfriend just got a house,
Nice.
and they're having their first Thanksgiving there, and I think they're planning on doing a fried turkey. They're even doing a smoked turkey or a fried turkey. I can't remember, and a honey baked ham. So
That's cool.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this stream here now.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we'll pick up another time, probably after a game, or if we just feel like doing a podcast instead of an actual game, we'll do that.
Right.
Mainly the podcast, these little podcast streams or whatever, just us just hanging out and just talking about just fucking anything.
Bullshitting around like we normally do.
Mm-hmm. Like we could do this like any day. You just be like, hey, does anyone just want to just shoot the shit and just talk about whatever?
Yeah, that sounds
And you
good.
can just start recording.
Next time Shark says he's bored, he's just gonna be chilling in the chat. We all come in the chat and just start podcasting.
Yep,
Mhm.
podcast. And I'm gonna sit there and play Smash against him, and you'll hear him go, fucking bullshit! Or me.
With the occasional like just all of his smash noise just coming through the fucking mic and taking over.
Yep.
Speaking of podcasts, have you've seen Workaholics, right?
No.
No? Oh